Today's A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan podcast is brought to you by
Guardian Water Services. You can talk to them at guardianwaterservices.com.
You can.
So if you have some stinky water,
I did.
like Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos, you got stinky water?
I did, and the main complaint was my wife. Her hair was freaking falling out, man.
No,
Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, hold on, Carlos.
your wife's hair was falling out.
My wife's hair her hair is falling out, man.
Yeah, man. I'm already bald, and she's like, "Do you want me to end up like you?" I was like, "No, fuck this." And I remember hearing Daniel talk about Guardian and the RO system, and I was like, well, might as well try them out.
It's Guardian Water. Daniel says, fuck this.
Don't let your wife's hair fall out. So,
is your wife's hair falling out? You need Guardian Water Services. Fuck this.
So did you get the RO system, the full conditioning system?
He got the big boy, I bet.
What'd you get?
I did. I went all the way, balls to the wall. Yeah, it was just kind of bad for our skin in general, our hair.
Obviously.
Once I realized how bad the water was, I was like, man, we brush our teeth with that?
Yeah, you start thinking about this stuff, start dialing it back a little bit.
Did you know that how much money you could save? Because I'm sure Guardian Water told you about like all the money you save in soaps with your dishwasher, your washing machine. Like you don't have to use the expensive soaps anymore because the conditions.
For me, it was bottled water. We were an addicted family. Our family was addicted to tiny plastic bottles. You remember the little ones that look like little balls?
They're
cute.
Yeah.
They're cute. They're not cute for the earth.
Oh, yeah.
They're killing it.
Also expensive for nothing.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of garbage.
And then the calcium buildup, it saves you from repiping your house.
But more importantly, Carlos's wife's hair was falling out. My God. I'm just glad. And now, how's her hair? We're good now, right?
Oh, it's much better, much improved. My daughter's skin is much better.
There you go.
Like you said with the soap, you could tell you don't even need that much soap.
Nope.
It just lasts longer, you know?
And how is it working with Guardian Water Services?
Oh, it was awesome. I forgot the main guy's name.
Josh.
I was gonna. I was gonna say a horrible joke. You want me to walk you through what I was gonna say? I was just gonna yell Hitler. Just to see. I'm sorry. I know.
Yeah, that guy.
Mussolini.
Josh, a great guy. Plus, when you buy systems, I know Guardian Water Services has donated a lot of money to the Yellow Brick Road Foundation.
They really have. They're single-handedly, I believe that Josh and his team, almost 20, 25 wagons at this point. That he single-handedly help these kids that can't get out of their hospital beds because of congenital heart defects. And so you saving your wife's hair actually saved some kids, helped them out a little bit.
And Carlos, I've been telling everybody this. Send me an email with your address. We'll send you a gift. With people that support our sponsors, we want to let them know that you guys help our business tremendously, and we'll send you a gift.
You are our business. And hopefully we'll get to get people back in here when, we're so close to being open, baby.
But just send me an email.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, Carlos, send me an email. We'll send you a gift, okay?
Okay, yeah, for sure. Everything went well. I really
have a great weekend,
man. Linking me with those guys.
Yep,
you got it.
I wasn't sure if they'd cover Polk County, but they came all the way out here, and I was told how bad Polk County water actually is.
Don't talk about it. Big Polk will get us.
They'll go all the way to Tampa. Like, Josh covers a big area. Just call them and see, because most likely, they do.
And if they don't, maybe they have a partner that does. Most of our guys are really cool. So, hey, thanks for the time, man, and have a great weekend, okay?
All right, cool. You guys too. Take care.
Thanks, Carlos.
Our listeners are the best, right?
Yep.
They're like the best.
GuardianWaterServices.com.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
It's a great big Titty Friday, buddy.
Titty Friday. Again.
Again.
Yeah, it's
taste it again for the first time. It's Titty Friday.
Every Friday is now Titty Friday.
I'm actually in serious negotiations right now to kill off the hashtag Free Show Fridays. Or Friday Free Show. Okay. I don't even know my own hashtag. I said Free Show Fridays. Got it all fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Friday Free Show. I don't even want to call it that. I want to call it Titty Friday now.
TD Friday.
Excuse me. TD Friday.
Right.
TD Friday.
TD Friday.
It's TD Friday.
TD Friday.
TD Friday.
What's going on, everybody?
I'm about to drink a Hurricane Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Don't be cheating on the surge. Where's our surge?
I don't know. It hasn't been delivered yet.
No.
It's going to get here.
No. I'm drinking the exact opposite of a White Claw Surge right now. I've nestled into a delicious White Claw 70, this is my White Claw product of choice. It is for the babies. It's a 3.7%.
Well, if you mixed a Surge and a 70...
You make a baby.
Well, 3%. You'll probably get. I think you get back to the 5. In that case, you should have a regular 5.
Thank you for calling TD Friday. This is Daniel speaking. How can I assist?
Hey, Daniel. This is LJ from Savannah. How are you guys doing today?
Good, man. Go hit it. Your first call of the day. TD Friday.
First call of the day.
Let's rock.
Boom. Sitting in my neighbor's driveway, drinking beer. Just got laid off from work. Can't park in my own driveway because the old lady will see the security camera wondering why. I'm home so early and don't know how to break her the news.
No. Why'd you ruin our TD Friday?
Trying to have a fun Friday.
I really have a fun Friday knowing that you got laid off and now you're hiding from security cameras so your wife will not leave you. This is bad.
You thought to yourself, I got laid off. It's TD Friday. I'm going to call Tom.
I'm going to call in a shit on their titties. I mean, titties.
Man.
I was waiting for Sam to answer the phone. I was going to say, I'm sorry to shit on your fun Friday, but...
She wasn't gonna. She wasn't gonna. I went rogue against my producer's wishes. I'll get a talking to.
We actually have someone on the other line.
I'll get a talking to.
Hold on. What'd you get laid off for?
My dumbass that I worked for a rather large contracting... No. I worked for a rather large general contracting company, and being that I live on the border of Georgia and South Carolina... I didn't read that it said Superintendent of South Carolina. So I live out of a hotel 7 days a week.
Well, hold on.
Now I feel like I'm getting bits and pieces.
You didn't read what?
This is how the video game starts.
The job superintendent, and it was advertised in Georgia. Construction superintendent. And the paperwork when I signed with HR, when I got hired on, it said Superintendent of South Carolina.
Okay.
So I took a job out of state that I didn't even realize until today when I got laid off for that reason. Or let go for that reason.
Yeah.
So
just some paperwork issues, some clerical error?
Yeah, just explain it to her. I'm sure she's a good dame and she'll let you off easy.
Hopefully.
All right, LJ. Well,
we're going to move in a different direction.
I'm sure you'll find another gig. You got a lot of talent there. That's all I got.
All right. I'm glad we took that call.
That was my fault. Sometimes you win on TD Friday. Sometimes you lose.
So I want to thank everybody who went to our land cruise. It was we have a lot of stories behind the scenes.
We do.
For some of the things that went a little awry.
Oh yeah.
But all those stories are on the BDM show this week. So
it's also our 420 cast.
Yeah.
I had so much fun on this BDM show.
We should get high every day.
I think we should get high every day. I was going to put
Butler was right.
Butler was right
the whole time.
Look, I've been giving you shit about getting high at work.
Thank you.
And you know what? You're right.
Thank
it's
you.
just a better way to do it. He's right.
It only works if we're all high.
The new president of this company and of TD Fridays is Travis Butler. Well done. Well done. You know what? You worked really hard this year. And you know, we're going to give you more money than you've ever been. I'm doing what they did to you when I left. I'm doing that. I'm doing the iHeart.
You did work out.
Yeah, you've got the goods. You've never worked harder. You've really earned it.
So our land cruise was a success.
It was. I got to turn on Butler's camera. There we go. Sorry about that.
The management at Dr. Phillips told me that per capita, you guys drank more than any other show they've ever had.
Yeah, it was like
per person. They're like, we sold more booze.
400 Ralphie Mays.
That's a quote from Mr. Dr. Phillips.
Yeah, that's the quote from Dr.
Mr. Dr. Phillips.
That's a quote from Mr. Dr. Phillips. He says, it was like having 400 Ralphie Mays there. I'm going to start putting that on.
Oh, man.
Alive ones, not dead ones.
Yeah, and we will be rebroadcasting the entire event.
Yes.
With...
Will we, though?
I don't know. That's the plan.
Check it out and find out.
It's loose.
Yeah, tonight at 8, it'll be on Twitch.
Tonight at 8.
And thanks to 360.
Did David Jolly cough on Ellie the Sound Girl and give her corona? Find out tonight. David Jolly was terrifying Ellie the Sound Girl. She was terrified.
Well, he was... he was yelling through...
Hey! Hey! Mama, we made it!
So
Hashtag the winners.
There was...
I'm getting me a shirt.
Right to the right of the stage, there was the sound booth. Like
David
the Dr.
Jolly
Phil's...
is a local comedian, for those of you not in the Orlando
Nationally
area.
touring.
Oh, yeah, I saw the poster. He is a nationally touring comedian, David Jolly. He does podcasting. He's good friends with our buddy D-Rug. We've known him for a very long time. Sometimes he has a tendency to get himself into a real good pickle. We found this out a couple of years ago, and sometimes, people to get themselves into pickles, sometimes you got to put your hands up and walk slowly backwards while they're pickling. Yeah. And now I think he's out of his pickle. We got to get him in. He's nuts.
So there was a little area that you could actually peek through and see the side stage.
Well, it's really just for the tech who's controlling the computers and stuff for her to be able to see front of house.
Yeah. So David Jolly saw, he was walking by and saw me, and then he stuck his head through this hole, and then the sound crew there, and he was screaming.
Dan, you look like Popeye's baby.
He's screaming at me that he listened every day when he was in jail, and then he's like, I want to get back on the show, and then I was
you replied, you were in jail.
And then when he was saying I listen to you guys every day, then he clarified that by saying no homo, as if I thought he was homo.
But his friend pointed at him.
Clearly, if you're a man listening to the radio in jail, you're homo.
Yeah, he had to clarify that with me. But he was screaming no homo in the sound girl
into her eyes, right into her eyeballs.
And then his buddy was pointing on the top of his head, screaming homo.
Yeah, the opposite. So you had one guy spit screaming no homo, and then you had another guy spit screaming homo into Ellie's eyes. She's terrified. A young girl. She's like a 22. If she's alive, 22 years old girl just being accosted.
I was putting my hands out. I was
like, she's like, please, can you not have your friends scream through the front of house hole?
Anyway, all the stories are on the BDM show, so if you want to listen to that, just go back to our BDM show.
Con chiming in. If you listen to the radio in jail, full gay.
Okay, he knows.
He says prison, not so much. Prison, not so much, but in jail, full gay.
So we have a listener on the line, and he won our bingo. Ivan, are you there?
Yes.
So
I win the bingo. My name Ivan. I win bingo. I get prize. It's great, The mic cut out during Juggler, wear Affliction shirt, the flare jean.
So now the bingo portion was really the only. I guess Tom and Dan planned the
and I gotta tell you, it was fucking amazing. It was outrageous. And probably the best thing we've ever done.
And we spent months figuring out how to do the argument.
That's the part that
almost broke the show up multiple times.
It did. That's the part that hurts my heart.
Yeah.
I have argued with you more over this goddamn...
I hated the bingo.
Shit, I'll never... Fuck bingo.
Me and Sando,
let's never do it again.
We spent 13 years working together. We've argued the most over the goddamn Tom and Dan bingo. I'm like, I want the sound effect.
It was like once a week. It was bad.
Every time I
had to talk about in therapy.
Tom would say, and I'll do an impression. Tom would say, you guys tell me, because people like the behind the scenes, and Ivan, I apologize, I have to do this. But Tom would say, well, I just feel like we need the... And I'd be like, fuck the...
You're like, we can't do it.
I was like, it can't be done, bro. We can't do the da-da-da.
Yeah. And then I think it was because I don't understand technology at all, and then you do, and then
like,
I'm trying to
put
explain.
the sound in the typing box, and then plug it into the big TV, you idiot.
And normally, I don't even bother with going into Daniel's world because I trust him. He's like, I
don't want you in my world. I'm like the lawnmower man. If you come into my world, I'm either killing you or you're getting fucked.
Yeah. But so
that's it.
So
Two
this is the
switches.
One time I tried to dip my toe into production, and what I envisioned my grand...
Which toe was it? Was it the black one? You know what that's from? That's from your snowboard boots being too loose.
So anyway,
too goddamn big.
Too big?
All that work, and then someone wins bingo in 5 minutes. We had 35 images, which I freaked out about.
No.
Listen on the...
We had 75 prepared images with jokes.
We at least... Okay. So, anyway, and after 5, someone yells bingo, and it was Ivan. And actually, it helped us because we were running late anyway.
Well, I didn't want to be up there. I didn't want to be there.
Yeah, and we were terrified.
We didn't need to be. We did not have to do the bingo.
We didn't need to do it.
Well, we're going to have to do a lot of these things.
I could have just walked out in my Popeye's baby suit, whatever Jolly called it. I could have just front, side, back, side, and then exited.
Yeah, I could have danced with the magician, and that's it. But anyway, so Ivan, tell us about winning bingo there.
It was pretty awesome. It was my first BDM event or Tom and Dan event, and I won. So it was awesome.
Oh, that's killer, man. So you'd never been to anything before, and so what made you choose the Land Cruise by chance?
Well, I just became a BDM this past year. I finally joined up with you guys, and I had taken my wife to the Front Yard Festival for Valentine's Day for a jazz thing. And when you guys said you were doing it, I'm like, that's an awesome place. So she went with me, and we had a great time.
So, Ivan, I'm curious, how long have you been a listener before you signed up to be a BDM? And I'm just wondering because we never really asked BDMs why they signed up, really.
We never ask other people to sign up, too, which is a really bad on our part. You know, like we have this cool thing we do, and we never ask anyone to even be a part of it. We're just like, nah, we're good.
No, I know. And I'm always like, we're not, you don't have to do that. It's fine.
You know where to find us.
So, what made you sign up, Ivan?
So I've been listening for years, almost since the beginning. Been a fan since the real radio days, and to be honest, just a lot of negative stuff from Corona on the regular radio, and I was like, I need something to listen to that's not going to depress me. So I signed up.
Cool.
We do try to avoid the depressing things by design.
Yeah.
Occasionally, you know, you'll land on something, but not very often. We try to keep it pretty light, or at least, if not light, at least ridiculous.
Yeah.
We
decided a long time ago, like, let's, who the fuck cares what we think about anything? Serious, right?
Yeah.
That's why I signed up.
The one thing I want to know...
These guys are idiots. I'm going to sign up and listen to them.
Obviously, we are idiots because Tom was shoving shit in the thing that Ivan won that shouldn't have been won. There was stuff in there.
I instantly had buyer's remorse with how much stuff I put in the prize bag.
Again, let the record reflect, I still don't have a White Claw tube. I have been saying for months I want a White Claw tube.
How, like, when you started pulling shit out of there, like, I forgot what we put, but we put
way too much in there.
Stuffed it.
Oh, I hit a fish in there.
What was your favorite thing, Ivan?
Well, I was kind of worried at first because when Travis came down and gave me the pack, I'm like, fuck, it's going to be a Star Wars head.
I don't want no gay Star Wars head.
We should have pranked him.
There's so much shit in there. There's there's the flags from Villain. There's obviously the White Claw tube, which I filled up as soon as I got home. I took a picture and threw it up on the BDM page. The hammock, the hats. There's so much in there. Sub safes. Now I got 2 of those, so it's awesome.
Well, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you for signing up to be a BDM.
It couldn't have gone to a better. I mean, when we found out it was like a new guy, it's like, all right, that's the way it's supposed to work.
It could have been like an old Meemaw that just wandered into the wrong show. She's buying Dr. Phillips tickets.
I actually got an email from. I'll try to print it out for Sam. I got an email from one Meemaw that saw us, and she said, "Hey, thanks for doing it."
Really
nice. I come to all these.
Oh, she just comes to all.
I come to all these events.
Who is it? I might know her.
No, it's nobody we know. They don't know of the show at all.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, it might be somebody I know.
And I was like, okay, well, it's some old lady.
Well, Ivan, we hope to see you at the next event, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, brother. Be good.
So speaking of the villain stuff, it's about to sell out. So if you want to order it and you want one of those tubes or flags or everything, there's very low quantities now.
Are you talking to me?
I guess I got to get on the site.
I'll get some.
I'll give you the company card.
They'll be sold out and we'll be screwed.
So go to our website and you can click through and buy all the villain merch.
Indeed.
Right there.
So are you and Butler okay now after you threatened to fire him yesterday screaming through the window? The last thing I saw was my business partner, a local small business owner, who was using a Publix plastic fork to pick, I guess, turds out of his sandals, and then Butler TikToked it. And the last thing I saw yesterday was you guys screaming at each other. I'm like, morale's never been better.
Although great content.
It is great content.
Yeah, well, because there's dog doo-doo in the shoe, and I had to,
Sorry, if you had somewhere to go.
No.
I wanted to bring this up because I do want people to check out our TikTok.
It was day 2 with doo-doo on the shoe.
Well, there's a water spigot over there in the corner, and it's the only water source I know. I was going to go into the bathroom and pick the dog doo-doo out.
I'm actually kind of surprised you did.
You're supposed to put your sandals in the toilet and then flush the toilet 25 times.
Dude, it was so smushed in there, and it heated up and dried.
That's your fault. You left them out there.
Yeah, well,
you got to get it when it's fresh.
Yeah, you got to get it when it's fresh.
Well, I already smushed it in there and drove all the way over here, and so I knew it was too late.
So twice you had turds. Is your car compromised again too? Your truck?
I'm not sure.
Where are we at on the raccoon poop? Is there fresh? Is there new?
There's raccoon poop.
You seem stressed out this morning.
No, I'm good.
Every morning, you seem a little bit more stressed since the event, if I'm just being honest. And I thought the event going away, didn't you guys sort of think the event going away would be the thing? Yeah. But it's not, because today you just kind of came in disheveled. The 2 days prior, you came in with turds on your feet.
Came in yesterday. You're
shit, with no shoes on.
No shoes on.
And Butler
Jackson over here.
And he comes walking and goes,
the ore was back. I think with the event, I was focused. So I kind of was focused on
bingo.
Was it the microphone?
All that work for goddamn nothing.
I know. I would talk to Butler about it. I'm like, I don't understand why we're stressing out this much over some fucking bingo when it's probably not going to even last that long. And half the people were blacked out when they got to the event, so they weren't even paying attention.
I wrote a fucking bingo song.
I know.
It's way too much work for nothing. Also, I was worried about looking like an idiot, and I went above and beyond to look like an idiot. Anyway, because I didn't want it to.
I'm going to work harder to look like an idiot.
I don't think anybody even heard my bingo song. I was going to try to play it.
Yeah, we were skanking to it, and then Tom skipped to it across the stage.
I'm trying to find. I don't even know. I may have deleted it.
And our wives are like, you don't have to do this. Why are you fucking making yourself look like a clown? It's like, I don't know, I have to. I just feel
the first thing that Andrea said to me, because you were backstage and you were going to get checks to pay everybody, cashed out, which is the correct thing to do. And you said, I'll meet you back at the pod. I said, no big deal. I'll get you some beers, right? So I go there, or I'm getting some seltzers or whatever, and the first thing my wife says to me when I sit down is she goes, you guys know you don't have to do all this, right? They would have been happy with just you introducing cash.
Exactly, yeah.
And I'm like...
But to me, if I'm
I got mad at her.
Remember the bar owner? Because I feel like you remember the bar owner when they hire the radio station. The radio station charged them $3,000 for marketing or whatever, and then you get paid the radio personality get paid $300 to show up at the bar.
2-hour promotion.
2-hour promotion, and then they send the promo person. They put the plastic flag or
you put
the promo
4,
signs.
You can't do more than 4. It's 4 perforated plastic banners, and you use duct tape to stick it on there. Or no, you got to use masking tape. You use duct tape, it might pull off some of their signage or their faux walls.
And then, of course, no one shows up.
No.
And then the owner comes to you, and then you're just standing there behind the promo table of Chinese garbage that they bought.
Yeah, but at this event, people were already there, so you didn't have to do this.
I know, but the owner's like, well, what are you going to do? Hey, do something.
Live broadcast, right? I don't see any microphones.
Yeah, what are you doing? And that's how I always feel like, well, what are you going to do?
I don't, I'm with Tom. This is
like, I get him to the Tom and Dan Land Cruise. What is Tom and Dan going to do?
I agree with him. Like, if
they didn't do shit, I'll be pissed.
Yes, if you come to If you come to our event, I do feel like we should be on the hook for something. In fact, I was going to say Tom's most dreaded phrase. He hates it. I was going to say this year is going to be the year of live podcasts.
No.
I know you hate that, but I enjoy them. And I think we got to find a better way to do them. So
might have been hard in the front yard fest.
No, I wouldn't have done it there. No way. You got to set yourself up for success.
Yeah.
That would have been bad. Super intimate. I don't know. And still, even then, it's like those things are hard to. It's hard for me to wrap my head around people just wanting to hear the show. I'm like, it needs to be the best stand-up comedy. You know, like I'm thinking this got to be the best podcast they've ever heard. You should
actually go to another podcast live event to see how they are, exactly. And then you chill out a little bit. I think.
Well, they probably stink.
Yeah, but
I've gone to some.
I know.
We have to find one that's like in our mid-tier level.
Well, Dan Cummins was great. Like, when he's
going to be
he's
successful.
A pro stand-up. Like,
that Dan Cummins guy's gonna. That
guy is fucking rich.
Yeah, it's good.
Now I'm surprised he even takes our phone calls now.
I don't think he wants to. I think
he's too good of a person to ghost us. But
and a little of that I feel like is his wife. You know? She does a little of that. Yeah, well, Dan's
like,
mom just died.
And you got to do something.
Like, seriously, I go through these things in my brain. I know why people like.
We thought they were good at first, but now we see they're just podunk idiots. They just stumbled. They won the lottery. They won the podcast lottery.
They have decent concepts, but their execution and what they actually do.
Remember the guy with the boots, and then all his family died in Georgia. He won the Powerball. That's them.
Yeah. And oh man, it's like conceptually they come up with something, but then they just kind of gas out on talent, where they just don't. They just can't do it. They can't get to the finish line because they can't even barely get past the starting line. It's
they figured out something, but it's not going to last. Anyway, let's do some voicemail email.
All right, voicemail email. I'm not even going to play the intro because it'll eat into our time, and we're up against the break.
Yeah. And I'll just say that we're about to finish at least the hats for the True Leave promotion because we're running super low in supplies, and technically another 2 weeks until the end of April is when it's the hat promotion's done. We're hopefully going to start a new giveaway after April, God, but if you want that True Leave hat, submit your form now.
I wonder how many of those hats they have left over from 420. Did you see the hat that Party Patch Tracy had on? It was like a 420-21 hat. I want that hat.
You do?
I got you. You got one? Yeah, I'm a hat guy. Like, if they got extras of those... I mean, give them to old Danny Denny. I'll throw these out to the listeners. That's a great hat. True Leave has a sickness where they're wasting a lot of money on their hats.
Yeah. Well, they do a good job.
They buy good hats. Yeah,
they're quality.
There's a digital camo one they have that's like black camo that I can't find.
You see the Cypress Hill kind of bucket hat they had too? They had like
there's a lot I don't have.
Great. It was fantastic.
All right.
So submit that True Leave form. It's on the front of TomandDan.com, and basically anything you buy at True Leave, you just take a picture or a picture of your receipt, put the form in with your address, and Eric, our merchantman, will send you a gift.
Yeah, Brock got the Weed Leaf 420 bucket hat. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I don't have any of that. I'm not really a bucket hat guy, though. I'm too small.
You
put a bucket hat
anymore.
on me,
they're back.
I look like a Mario.
Yes.
Yeah, everything 90s is back.
Yep. All the bands I listen to now, they're all doing bucket hats.
If you want to nail dressing right now, just watch that video of the da You got the music in you. That guy just dressed like that guy. Yeah, dressed like the New Radicals. You'll be fine.
Should we come out with the Tom and Dan bucket hat?
No, it won't sell.
Yes, let's do it.
It'll be like the fluorescent. It'll be you and Sam C trying to. Everybody that holds a stop sign listens to Tom and Dan. And you dumb motherfuckers bought these like street glow, bright yellow.
They really only look good on babies, right? Bucket hats.
Yes,
they look cute on babies, but everybody else
and
like
fat rapper guys.
I don't even like it then.
But if you put it on like an Action Bronson who's losing weight, you put it on Big Pun, R.I.P. You put there is a novelty aspect to the bucket hat.
Little old men.
Old men. Girls can look cute in bucket hats, but you put it on me, I just look like a Super Mario character or something, look like a Koopa. Or...
Should we do voicemail or email first?
We can do both. I mean, I got one queued.
Let's do them at the same time.
Same time. You read, I go.
Tom and Dan and Sam and Trap. Hey guys, it's Kenny. And Tom was talking about whether or not hypnotism is real. I used to be that way where I used to think it was absolutely fake. But
hypnotism. Is it real? He's talking real fast. Kenny was caffeinated Kenny.
We've been talking about this on ACT this week.
And it's making us mad because we think that we think we're brave and everyone else is pussies and hypnosis is fake.
Everybody else is just
and we're the only people that are brave enough to say to a hypnotist, to his face,
it's not working.
Fuck you, this is fake, and you know it's fake.
Well, yeah, we're trying to determine, is it just the people on the stage wanting to go along with the show and wanting to please and wanting to, do what's supposed to be done?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Or are they actually doing stuff they normally wouldn't do because of some subliminal message they were hypnotized with, or blah, blah. And we're actually, Samantha found a professional hypnotist that we're going to talk to.
And Kenny worked with one, so.
And we did hear from a friend of ours that we all know that it says that he got hypnotized multiple times, and we're going to see if he'll talk to us. We'll probably do this on
worked the show with the hypnotist, and he explained the science behind it. Now, it can't work for everyone. It's got to be like people who are open-minded to it. But
that doesn't that sound like it can't work for everybody. It's got to be only people that are willing to lie with me.
Yeah.
It does sound that way.
For only people that believe in nonsense.
Yeah, like swinging isn't for everybody. It's
only for people
you have to be open to it.
You have to be open to it. Well, of course you do. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Because the proof is in the pudding.
Yes, I have to be open to a guy fucking my wife in front of me. That's a...
Oh my God, I was hypnotized the whole time.
I mean, could any dumber statement be said? It was like, of course you do. That's what that's the whole point.
I love Kenny.
Of the lifestyles, you open to someone banging your wife.
You get off on seeing that. In fact, it's easier for you just to jerk it in the corner while she's getting railed.
Hypnotism as being in stage 3 sleep. So when you sleep, you have 4 different stages. Stage 4 sleep is that deep REM sleep. Stage 3 is where you are asleep, but you're still conscious and cognizant of the outside world. So think of it like if you've ever dozed on the couch.
Okay, I'm just going to go to the chat room real quick. Silver2086 says, dude in my high school class got hypnotized and wore makeup for the rest of the day.
He wanted attention.
Yeah.
I just don't know, guy. I don't believe in hypnosis. I don't.
See,
not in the traditional, hokey entertainment.
Because if you do...
way.
Okay... If you get hypnotized and the person, but I'm saying hypnotized in quotes. And the hypnotist says, I want you to put this makeup on, but you're going to see yourself with no makeup. You won't know, whatever that. And then they snap you out of it. You hear it all. Then you put makeup on. Do you actually see yourself with no makeup, or are you just going along with it? And is that the hypnotized part of it? You're just doing what they told you to do.
I'm going to guess a hypnotist would tell you everybody's different. There are different varying degrees of who would be aware of what. So you see what I'm saying? It's almost like trying to explain away religion.
Yeah,
you can't.
Because that's just like...
there are always going to be people that are willing to opt in.
Because, if you were like, could someone in a cult say that they were hypnitized to be involved in the cult because of a lot of different factors?
How broad is your definition of hypnosis?
If you were influenced or peer pressured or manipulated?
I mean, the media hypnotizes us, if you want to broaden the definition, every single day into thinking that certain cultural things are wrong. Our bodies should look a certain way, right?
You're influenced or manipulated. So is influence and manipulation a form of hypnotism? If it is, then...
it's a fancy way to say
Yes, then someone manipulated me to do this.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go back to
If
Kenny.
you told me like that, then I understand it, but it's bullshit at that point.
Right.
Because we're all thinking you're actually putting someone under some goddamn spell or something.
You're not.
No.
TV was on, and even though you were sleeping, but someone changed the channel, you're like, hey, I was watching that. Even though you were asleep, you knew that someone was changing the channel. That's stage 3 sleep, and that's essentially what hypnotism is. Hypnotism is just purely putting you and keeping you in stage 3 sleep, so you're still active and you understand what's going on, but you're technically asleep. Hopefully that explains it. Again, it can't work for everyone, because there are some. That's why hypnotists typically bring up like dozens of people on the stage, but then they end up tapping, the shoulders of people to get them off the stage because they know, okay, I'm not putting you in that stage 3 sleep. Anyway, hopes that helps.
Or they tap your shoulder because they know that you're a fucking load, and you're gonna
you're not gonna play along.
Yeah, you're not gonna have fun. You don't want TD Friday.
Yeah.
You don't want to have fun.
Yeah, you want the person that's going to play along with whatever bullshit you're telling them.
I mean, is it different? Oh my God! Hold on a second.
I'm going to Michael Scott it.
Hold on a second. Summer Aiello, our friend, her and her friend Robin do the horror makeup out at Universal. One of the most iconic, best improv comedy attractions you'll ever be a part of.
Yeah,
isn't that what she does? You read the crowd. You pull up the person that you know is going to have fun.
Yes.
I mean, is it any different because she has a very
and they make people uncomfortable, but they still do it.
But
so you're right.
She can walk us through it too because there is a direct way that her and Rob. It is a science.
Read body language. Yeah,
if
it is.
We got up there. If we got up there, we would fuck it all up. They know the type of person, personality, size, look, nationality. They know what will work 100% of the time, and they are professionals in
just
that.
Like psychics.
Is
just
that
like mediums.
a form of the entertainment aspect of
I think so.
this hypnosis?
I think so. And I think it's just they take it further with the hypnosis part, and they basically incorporate their hypnotism as part of that. But it's
at
just
that point, they're just layering it on top like frosting, right?
It's just an audience participation. They know, and through honing that technique, and then the hypnotist part is just they're playing along.
Because I've seen them do it live, and then Summer will come up to me and be like, "Oh man, you saw that one guy we were working with. We had to pivot out of that to this other guy because this other guy we knew would be better." And you know what I mean? Like they
you have to pick the person that's going to do what they tell them.
Or engagement. What if you're not into it? But you might be the perfect person for hypnosis. But you know what I mean? Like you got to have that.
I think
they got to be into it.
We're all looking at hypnotism in the wrong way, I think, and the reality of it is just that. It's just people with audience participation skills, and they know who's going to play along, and it's people playing along. But there's still another element of like psychiatrists using it, and this element that goes a little further, which like can you ingrain?
Well, I wish they wouldn't say hypnosis.
Messages.
I wish they'd say that we're going to get you calm to a point where I can access your subconscious state.
But when they
that makes more sense to me than I'm going to hypnotize you. No, you're not. That's a Biggie song. You're gonna calm me.
It almost makes it sound like it's like mind control or something.
Yeah. I need to know this one question. When they snap their fingers and the people pretend to fall asleep and they put their head on their fingers. Are they doing that on their own accord,
I believe
or
so.
Is it beyond their control?
It is impossible. I believe it is a true impossibility for any person, man or woman, to snap their fingers and use pure suggestive mind control to get you to nod your head down and fall asleep.
Okay, yes.
That's me.
That's what I think too.
Okay.
That's
why we should start a company. We should start a company.
Yeah.
But there are people that
because that's nothing. That's just getting someone to do what you say.
Yeah.
Because of they have control over it. They're just doing. I'm going to snap my fingers, and they all do the same thing though, and that's kind of weird because you think some of them would pretend to fall asleep like sitting up. They all put their head down.
Well, maybe they're just not creative.
Yeah.
See, if I were up there, if I were up there and I'm into it, and you did the snap your fingers thing, you don't think for a second I would be like.
fall down forward.
Like, oh, look at this guy. We got a real fucking Oscar over here. Really trying to make himself special.
Anyway, let's do an email.
Yeah,
okay. We'll get to the bottom of it.
Forgot what they were called.
One of those paper things.
Hi, gang. I was rather shocked the other day listening to an ACT episode. Some time ago, I gifted Tom a Chinese four-wheeler that didn't run. He drove over an hour to my house to pick up this trash and store it. I assume for years in his garage.
Wait a minute. Is this Mike?
Yes.
The lighting guy from OLA.
Yes.
Oh, you are a son of a bitch.
What?
The conversation during the penniless transaction with Tom was most engaging, filled with many stories and tales of gravedigger.
That's my currency.
He promised me a Cabana shirt that I'll never wear in exchange for the four-wheeler.
You promised an $80 Cabana shirt?
Did I give it to him? Probably not.
I agreed, and the deal was done. Fast forward to a recent ACT, and I found out Tom gave the four-wheeler to a trash person who picked up this machine in his glass shelves, cladded in the finest gold trim the 90s had to offer. I was a little hurt that my trash was being passed along, but no hard feelings. I do, however, expect that a shirt fulfillment is in order. Another Tom Van guarantee that never came to fruition.
Oh, you're never getting
another empty promise.
We can't even do that. That company doesn't work with us anymore.
Here's your chance to change, Tom. New horizons await. The ball is in your court. Send me a shirt. It's the least I deserve from the grift.
Not your shirt either. It's got to be a new one with a tag on it.
Crisp.
Yeah, crisp.
Yeah. Here's why I won't send your shirt.
Well, hold on. I do admire him being very upfront with his reply.
Because I've
always admired people that say that look me in the eye and go, well, here's why your hypothesis is absolute shit. Like, I like that.
Because I drove out, I remember the drive, far as fuck, to pick up this
Chinese four-wheeler.
This hunk of shit that was a piece of garbage. And
why'd you drive out there if it was a hunk of shit?
Well, I didn't know it was a hunk of shit. I think he described it to me a little Tom Vanny, where he's like, I got this four-wheeler. It worked at one time, and my daughter rode it, and it was, and it was back before I got into the boys' nicer four-wheelers. So I was like, I'm gonna get this one. It's free. Anyway, I drove out there. I picked it up. I loaded it in my truck, and he's like, I need some carburetor things. Then I Google searched it. It was like a bunch of shit, and people were like, don't bother fixing a hunk of shit.
Yeah.
And
I like that you Googled it after you already got it.
Well, that's what he always does. That's what he always does.
Well, I rushed there because I thought it was a good deal.
He has to beat everybody to it.
You gotta beat everybody else to the trash.
Yeah. I'm getting this trash before every other trash person gets this trash.
That's what. God
damn it.
That's what
it's trash on trash.
When some other trash person tells you they got some good trash, you get there fast.
Trash fast.
Anyway, so I think I just took your trash and stored it and then gave it to someone else over a 3 or 4 year period.
Do all the people that listen to our show get sentimental and like a little bit like gooey about their trash? Because like Mike's writing in, obviously.
I think he just wants the shirt, honestly.
I mean, I think you hurt his feelings.
Yes, I thought about that too.
He says he was mad that you passed his trash to another trash person.
He said no hard feelings.
I was like, maybe I shouldn't say this because maybe he's going to get mad that I never end up using it. It's so stupid. But then I started thinking.
You do that all the time.
Yeah.
That's eventually what's going to happen to this goddamn fog machine. That is going right out to the trash. I know it is.
Eventually.
I kicked it the other day. And I was like,
oh my God.
Why'd you kick it?
No, because
this fucking thing won't go to tactical hat on its own.
No, it like when you
fell off, it broke.
You know when you open a closet, like in cartoons, you open a closet door and a bunch of balls fall out.
Yes.
And that's what my garage is turning into. And so I moved something and a bunch of trash, and the fog machine was on the top.
And put it on the ground so it didn't break.
That'll do real good. Yeah.
Then I kicked it by accident.
Yo, my toe, it's black. Oh, it's from my snowboard boots being too big.
So I will send him. I've got an old Cabana shirt. I'll send him.
No, you can. It's got to be
one with stains on.
It can't be yours. It can't be yours.
It's big fat Tom size.
I think Michael's smaller than you.
You get what you get.
Like a medium or a small.
You get what you get.
Yeah. Don't throw a fit.
You get what you get. Don't throw a fit.
I heard that from some white trash mom on TikTok.
What? You get what you get.
Pulling her panties off the
side.
You on TikTok is just.
It's my preferred social media now. I just scroll through.
Yeah, I see you post and communicate with people on there all the time.
No, I never post. I don't follow. I just look. What's that called?
Tom mentioned to me
Voyeur.
inside the room or lurking inside the office. Tom mentioned all he had to do is say, "All I look at are titties on TikTok," and immediately I scrolled up, and my TikTok became a Polynesian grandma in a nightgown swinging her big brown.
I saw that. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, it looked like Lilo and Stitch. It looked like Lilo. Whatever.
You can see her areola.
It looked like her as a grandma. Big Polynesian awesomos. I mean, big browners, and they were under her. You didn't see
I saw it from an angle, but I didn't. Butler was looking right at it.
It was a gorgeous older, not saying that for disrespect, gorgeous older Hawaiian
MILF
woman.
style?
Yeah, like a Hawaiian MILF doing
So
like
you get the MILFs, he gets the teens. There's a difference.
I'm way into the Hawaiian grannies. If that's where my TikTok's going, then I'm okay with it.
What if it's Coco's granny?
It's fine. Even Butler, as long as she's not breaking guitars on TikTok. But even
she breaks
Butler,
a guitar over her titties.
Butler goes, "What is that?" And her nipples were hard. You could see the whole thing. It was like way far.
Why'd they blur out the dildo in my video?
That's what I was thinking.
It's the circus peanuts of social media, right? TikTok. It's
don't know what that
complete
means.
garbage.
It's
just
crazy.
nothing.
Yeah,
it's nothing. Like you scroll from video to video, and it's just videos, 15, 30 seconds of nonsense, and then you just go to the next one. Like you don't get anything from it.
No,
it's not, you like.
That's how I want my social media.
I think I do
It
too.
feels though like I'm like, man, am I?
Shit's too heavy on Facebook and Twitter.
But I get a lot.
That's probably why it's popular now.
I get a lot of because I follow Big Tim. I get a lot of. I gotta.
Yeah, I follow Big Tim. I
But
get
I'm not going to
political stuff,
unfollow
too.
him because I support.
I like it, though.
I support my friends. I just don't want the political bullshit. But I support him.
But
and
even the
check out his
political
podcast,
rants
too.
are just not garbage, but it's just
nonsensical.
It's just empty calories, right?
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like 15 seconds of some joke or whatever. It's like it's all just for fleeting. Look
Passing
at it,
the time.
go. Like who remembers what TikTok video they saw? It's just nonsense.
I don't know. There are educational ones.
They are,
Yeah.
but I feel like that's not the
I don't see
reason.
those.
Like the overall broad purpose of this TikTok, because I've really been trying to understand it, because at first we were like, what is it? I honestly think it's for meaningless, looking at it, just going nonsense.
Toilet time.
You want me to grab that? I can
We got
grab
a
that.
hot call.
Hot call.
Stefan.
Thank you for calling a mediocre time, Stefan. This is Tom and Dan. How may we help you?
Oh, that was quick. I don't know how that got through. Got a question about your TikTok thing.
Go ahead.
Continue.
Oh, man.
Oh, sorry. Jesus. Sorry. Yeah, so the algorithm makes zero sense, because I posted a video and then ended up getting about 500,000 views in one day. So I have no idea what this algorithm is based on.
What was the video?
And what were your hashtags?
So I have a print shop here, and I just posted a video of me printing a T-shirt. And within about 3 hours, I hit about 20,000 views, and was just as confused as anybody else would have been on a video that's not even that cool.
Oh, we know. You used to live here. You're a single man print shop. You moved away. You have a
that's me.
Asian girlfriend, cute dog. Right? Did I nail it?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, you nailed it.
All right, cool. Yeah, no, I like this guy a lot.
Weird details.
Yeah, what the
Asian
hell?
girlfriend.
No, they have a good relationship. They're always in photos together. That's why I know. So, yeah, man, I don't know, but I would lean more towards the algorithm, quite possibly trying to pull something that isn't us trying to be popular. Does that make sense? And I don't know how you make that. I don't know how you make that, but to me, the algorithm is going to be more favorable for the T-shirt guy making a T-shirt over the two guys doing voices for their fish tank or up on stage wearing Donald Duck outfits. You see what I'm saying?
Like, they want to promote videos that are more normal and try hard.
No try
if you
hard.
try to be famous, they don't want. They don't want.
I mean, it might happen, but it's not going to be as likely as if you just like what Stefan's saying here.
But Stefan, then did you get anything? Because that's another interesting part of this whole thing is the people that do get gigantic views and videos with 1.5 million. Like, it's seemingly they can't really do anything with that or profit from it or pivot that into something.
You can, but I think you just got to work.
Yeah, maybe it's just grind it. But it's not like one day turn your life around type of deal.
No.
It's like you could grind that into something.
Now that you
maybe.
have it, now you got to work. That's what I think it is.
Did it do anything for you?
No, not yet. Like that's what I said. I was talking to somebody, and I was like, I have over now. I think I just checked it. Now it's like around 730,000 views or something like that, and I got like 20,000 plus likes in like that one day. And I was like, this is going to translate into absolutely 0 orders. I can just based off of like seeing the names and the stuff that people are like clicking through and liking it. I'm like, this is like, if anything, it looks like it's not even anybody in the USA. It looks like it's all just like crazy international teams. So it's something right up Tom Valley.
No, this is good.
Did you get any orders at all? One?
No, not in the last 3 days from it, no. I had somebody email me about it, but I honestly don't think it's going to go anywhere because, like I said, it's like all young people, as is most things on TikTok.
They don't like shirts, these young people.
Well, they don't like to pay for stuff.
No, they like free shit. And they don't have jobs. They don't have money. Yeah, they don't have money.
How weird is it? We live in a society right now where you like you're Stefan here. You got a small printing business. You put it up on social media. 700,000 or around there at least people eyeballs
pairs
saw
of eyes. Yeah,
and it's translated to nothing for your business. Like if you
that sucks. Imagine, I think we're going to talk to him soon on a weird job.
Imagine telling someone that in the 90s or something. Like one day there will be like you can have exposure to 700,000 people and it will mean nothing. Like they'll be like, it's impossible. How could that mean nothing? And that's where we are. Like we live in a weird. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, I posted the same exact thing on Instagram, like on the Reels and on like my whole thing, and it got like 2,000, 3,000 views maybe and like a handful of likes. But then like you were saying, you know, having almost 750,000 people look at it and it translates into nothing is just the most bizarre simulation world I've ever seen.
Yeah. It goes to show you that the only thing that matters is reality, and that means your customers, the real people, the people that interact with you. Like, if you put that video up on Facebook and you got 3 people that figured out, like, oh, you work local? I want to print some shirts or whatever. That was, like, 50 views could make more business than 700,000 views.
Let's do an experiment here. Let's do what TikTok can't do. What is your shop? You're in Boston, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out your shop, and maybe we can get one other listener in Boston to buy a shirt from you, and then we can claim that we're better than TikTok.
Yes.
It's Heads Up Screen Printing right here in Charlestown.
There you go, Charlestown.
Yeah, if somebody wants to place an order or buy some shirts, then hell yeah, you guys are significantly better than TikTok.
Heads Up Screen Printing in Charlestown?
Charlestown.
There you go. Awesome.
All right, Stefan. Appreciate you calling.
Hey, thanks, guys.
All right, see you, man.
Chaz.
He's listened to us for a very, very long time. The things I do remember are weird, like, you know, what nationality your girlfriend is.
That's creepy. Asian girlfriend, small dog.
What the fuck?
No, I've
Are you stalking this guy?
No. They're old school listeners. I've talked to them actually before on Instagram years ago. And we actually went over to his place. Remember when we would go over to listeners' places with their mobile equipment and walk through their house and shit on it?
Oh, yeah.
He was one of our guys.
Was he the person that gave us the
T-shirts?
No, our heads. the things you iron. What are those things called? Oh, no.
No. This was where we went over to his house and we were like sitting on, basically we're sitting on like his couch. He had like a big screen TV. It was like a bachelor pad. We were walking around, we were like shitting on his house.
Was he in a robe and throwing firecrackers? He was. And then I'm like, get in my Corvette! Suck my dick. Next voicemail.
I was going to take a break, but we can
okay. Just one last one.
One last one. Here we go.
Hello, friends. It's Zach from Ohio.
Oh, God.
When I was in college, I used Nair on my pubes and my balls and around my shaft and everything, and on my gooch. I didn't do the butthole, but it obviously irritated me and caused me to swell, and it was very uncomfortable. Did you guys ever do this?
No, I've never done the Nair on the balls and dick.
I've done this.
Wow,
yeah.
You are an
Crystal
idiot.
showed me. No.
Crystal showed me.
No,
Crystal showed you what? A picture that she has on her phone of you with Nair balls?
No, she showed me Nair. She had it. And she's like, you should use this. And then I used it.
On your asshole.
But I didn't. You have to use it properly. You have to put it on for if you leave it on too long, it'll give you chemical burn.
I got a chemical burn.
Yeah,
I left mine on overnight.
That's amateur hour. And then it does. It's way easier than shaving.
That's what Tony does for his calves. He nairs his calves every Monday.
It doesn't work with everyone, though.
It also stinks.
Well,
it stinks like hell.
Dissolving your hair.
It burned my skin.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you got some coarse ass pussy hair.
Come on.
Didn't use it on my pussy. So.
It's fine, fucking Titty Friday, and you guys are looking at me like I'm the bad guy.
I wouldn't test Nair on my pussy first, by the way.
Yeah, I like just
that's a dangerous.
Keep saying that because this guy's head's gonna fall off. Keep going hard, Sam. Sam could ruin you if she just started talking like me, and she can.
No, I know.
She can go, dude.
Comfortable.
Yeah, and I love it. It's my favorite thing.
All right.
It's like, if I test it, I would not test it on my pussy hair. And you're like,
Let's take a break.
Yes,
when we come back from break, we'll do some news with Ross. I have to explain to Ross, he wanted to, and he had a good idea to bring a champagne bottle, and apparently
he has a Saber.
He's got a champagne Saber.
Yeah, I think Bart
Have you guys seen that? That shit's crazy, dude.
Yeah, Bart did get him that, and he was going to saber off the top of a champagne bottle to signify the start of our cruise.
I love that.
But I made the executive decision not to run it by Dr. Phillips at the 0 hour because I was like, I just have a feeling they're going to be like, now it's like they're like, my insurance doesn't cover if someone with a Saber and insurance and you're chopping it into, like, I was just like, I knew.
There's all kinds of weird things. Bringing outside alcohol.
That's a good call.
Yeah, he was like, you can't bring the champagne. You got to purchase. It's just, they're professionals, the best goddamn
and then
facility
where is he going to store that when he's in his pod? BDMs are going to try and grab it.
No, you got to let the BDMs pass it around pod to pod, take photos with it.
I wanted to buy an ice chest for cashed out for the Beyond. Like, they were like, no, we handle things. I'm so podunk and used to doing all this shit myself. And so I figured, anyway, we'll talk to Ross about it.
The name of the band is Together Pangea, which is a weird name. For 420, which we celebrated earlier this week, the name of the song is Marijuana. We'll be back with more Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan momentarily. Show at tomanddan.com, 1-844-TOMNDAN.
Daniel, I don't know if you know this, but the real estate market is insane.
I do know this because I am selling my mother's home.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this, my mom died.
No.
It's dead. Real dead. But we have to sell the house now because you can't sell dead bodies. I don't think Bart wants us in his ad, and he's on the line, and I'm embarrassed now. I went too far finally, and he's on the line.
This is an all-time low.
This is an all-time low. This is an all-time low. I feel really bad.
I can't even,
I can't even pull out of that.
Why?
The plane is... you remember that in Cocoa Beach, they had a plane go in the ocean at the air show last weekend, and I'm piloting that plane. I was the pilot.
Why? You know how uncomfortable this makes Bart?
I don't know where to go because it makes me uncomfortable.
Stone Cold!
Bart's like, I'm here when you guys are done, ready for people to buy and sell homes. I don't care.
So, Bart, what the hell is going on right now? Because now I see the TikTok memes, and it's the guy selling the Apple, and there's 10,000 overpriced offers.
Dude, it's crazy.
And so, what's happening?
It is. Well, it's definitely become a seller's market, and it's become more work to be a buyer in this marketplace. And those videos you see, there's always a little bit of truth in there, but I think there's also a little bit of exaggeration as well.
Yeah.
It's if you're a seller right now in Florida, Central Florida anyway, it's a fantastic time to put your property on the market because there is truth in that when you put something out there, you can nowadays, Crystal and I have changed the way we list property. We more or less tell the seller, we'll list it whatever day you want, and then we'll have it under contract 4 to 5 days later after that. And that's pretty much held steady throughout this year.
Yeah.
So what we do is put something on the market, like with Daniel's, what we did with his mother's property, we listed it on a Wednesday and we had it under contract by Saturday night. And it was just at a certain point, you have so many showings, you have so many offers that you pick just the best one that you have out of it or negotiate it a little bit more and take it and but move on.
It used to be like fishing. You know what I mean? Like you would wait.
Yeah. Now it's instant, right? Yeah. You know when you'll be able to have your choice of multiple offers, and that's easy to predict right now?
Yeah, for the most part. If the house is in decent shape, then that's what you should expect. It's become suspect for Crystal and I when we see property that's been on the market for more than 10 days. We look at it and go, what's wrong with it now? Right. Because it just seems like, we have a lot of just natural buyers around town. We have people coming in from out of town, corporate relocation. There's all sorts of, there's just a lot of buyers. And there's just not that many sellers in the market right now. And I don't want buyers to get discouraged, because we just got 2 buyers under contract this week, and they were both multi-bids. But at the same time, we coached those, and it wasn't the first time those people put in offers either. It was, I don't know if it was the second or third time, but eventually we got them to that point where we got them under contract. But it does take a little bit of coaching, and you kind of got to take each situation uniquely and kind of write the offers to the seller, and try to work with them to get yours picked. Because, if you're coming in to buy something nowadays, you got to expect to be competing against, 5, 10, sometimes more offers than that. Yeah. So, and Crystal and I have been on the other side of it too, where we've received all those offers. So we know what it looks like on that side too. So we can tell you kind of what works and what doesn't work when it comes to writing for a buyer, as it is. One thing I told Crystal I was going to be talking with you guys this morning, and she said, and this is something we're running into quite a bit, is that if you are going to look to purchase in this environment, you really need to have a conventional loan. FHA and VA loans are just not working right now. We cannot get those things sold as it is. So if you're talking, and it really helps if you're talking to someone like Brian over Streamline, who we work with very closely, because Brian will also help sell your offer when you're writing up an offer to go buy something. For sellers, Daniel, you saw it firsthand.
Yeah, well, I'll give you I wrote things down, like real numbers. So within 2 days, Bart and Crystal said they had, these are real numbers, 16 scheduled showings. I don't know if they all happened. I do know that there were 9 that we knew of. And then the main offers, there were 5, I believe. And, of course, there would be one that looked better than the others. I had to click DocuSign documents 14 times. That's all I've done, by the way. Very, 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 very easy, but I feel bad for Bart and Crystal because you guys are having to work. But I don't know what I would have done without you guys, because it's a really, really rapid-fire weird time right now. And for somebody with anxiety like I have, doing this with somebody other than a friend or somebody I'm close to would have been torturous.
Yeah.
You really do need a professional, too, if you're working in Central Florida or even out of state right now, because we had a client who had his home for sale by owner for, a couple weeks, a month before they called us up. And we had it under contract for them in 2-3 days with the same scenario we had with you.
Right.
It was multiple offers. We chose the best one and moved on. It really does take a professional to negotiate, or not just negotiate, navigate the marketplace as it is.
You did a little negotiating on mine with the person that's buying it. And this lady, she seems really cool, wanted a few things, and I was like, and we got it done rapid fire, man.
Bart, from living with Crystal, I'm basically a professional realtor right now.
No. I told you to I've told you to never say that.
Or at least top 100 in Central Florida at this point. On the bottom, you guys are way up top, but
I thought I saw you.
She tells me, and I figured it out. And it just seems to me that there's no way in hell anybody can buy a house without a realtor that
knows. And that's coming from the Tom Van Teen.
Well, that knows this market right now, and because you have to put in your offers in a very specific way, and in a way with someone with experience in this market to be able to even have a chance to buy a house, correct?
Yes, you absolutely have to have somebody who understands how to write a contract and how it's going to affect you and what you're going to be comfortable with, and what you can offer and what you can't offer. I'll put it this way. We had a listing that we had, I think it was, it was in the teens, the number of offers that we had on it.
I love teens.
And we had one of the realtors whose buyer did not get accepted, their offer didn't work out, called us up and said, I don't understand why you guys didn't accept my offer. We offered you full price. And I'm thinking, well, we had 14 other offers, and yours was, there were 13 that were above yours. And she didn't understand, she was a brand new agent from what I figured out.
Gotcha.
And God bless her, we all start there, but she just didn't understand, what you really need to do to get the contract worked out. It's not just making a full price offer. It has a lot to do with probably coming in over offer, probably giving favorable terms and closing date to the seller, coming in with very little restrictions on the property. So it really does take a little.
It's certainly more than just money. And to echo what Bart's saying, remember when I bought my home and things were completely different? It was bank owned?
Yeah.
Do you remember I was not the high bid? Remember this. I was the organized bid because it was a different time.
Yeah.
Andrea had everything organized, and the bank just wanted some money so you could recoup, right? So this is not what we're dealing with, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
No, totally different. And rarely does the highest bid ever get accepted. Because sometimes we get offers that are way out there, and I'm like, it's never going to appraise at that price.
Right.
So you have to be realistic about what you can accept as well.
So, Bart, if someone's looking to sell their house, to buy a house, they can give you a call and discuss all of this, correct?
Yeah, what we do is we come out, take a look around the house, walk around, see if there's anything that needs to be done prior to listing it to not just improve the sale price, but also, just to get you clear of inspections and appraisal issues that can come up as well. And then typically we come out, list the property. If the property is in good shape and it's a price point between, say, $200 and $400, which is most of Central Florida, if it's in there in good shape, we can probably get it sold for you over the course of a weekend.
Yep.
Wow.
And that's what I did.
So, BartTheRealtor.com.
Indeed.
Bart, thanks so much, and we'll be talking to you soon, okay?
Absolutely, guys. Need something, let me know. Thanks.
All right, man.
Thanks, Bart.
I think that you claiming to be a realtor,
I think I'm going to go
to a realtor is more embarrassing than even my mom thing.
I'm going to get Butler to take my license for me online, and then I'm going to go directly heads up against the Bart Merrick team. It's the Tom Van team with Butler, my assistant.
It's the Tom Van team with Butler. Charles Ruttenberg Realty. Welcome back to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha, Butler are here.
Mm-hmm.
Butler are here.
Butler are here.
What are we doing here?
Let's do some Ross's news.
All right. Do you know who it's brought to you by?
Yep.
Ross's Piece of Shit News.
Ross's Piece of Shit News brought to you by Blanchard Insurance.
Blanchard!
If you need homeowners policy, car insurance, basically anything, they can handle it, and just tell them you're a BDM, and they'll give you that VIP BDM service.
They like that, contrary to other companies that don't want you to talk about, what's going on behind the scenes. We actually like to be held accountable, so please let them know where you heard it from.
Yeah, just call them and say you're a Tom and Dan listener. They'll take it from there. So,
Indeed.
How's it going, Ross?
Hey, guys. What's up?
A lot of chatter on the Flat Earth episode. Well done.
Yeah.
Tots with Ross. If you're not subscribed, you can do so. I've actually been catching your show on the old Spotify, and it's good. I like they give you a feature where you can do a 1.2 instead of just a 1.5. So you can go a little faster and eat up some more, a little bit more intel.
Yeah.
I like a 1.2 because it doesn't make Ross sound weird. It actually it keeps the integrity of the audio, and I'm an audio guy.
So Ross, I apologize that we couldn't get you on stage to chop a champagne top.
I didn't know anything about this. Had I known, I'd have put up a fight for this because I saw the video. And I know your reservations for it, but I saw the video of what Ross did, and it's phenomenal.
So, explain the Saber.
I think the reason that you guys got dragged into it is because Bart Merrick, from Bart Merrick Realty team, part of the Charles Ruttenberg Realty Group, that guy had a mistaken belief that how you break a bottle of champagne across a new boat before you launch it.
Yeah.
He thought that had to do with cruises somehow. So he wanted me to come out. And he got me for Christmas a champagne Saber, which is like a blunted kind of Bowie knife almost, with a little bit of heft to it. That you can, instead of opening the cork of the champagne, you can just crack the lip and rim of the neck of the bottle right off the bottle.
It's dope, dude. It's so cool.
How hard is it to do that? I feel like there's going to be half the time where you hit it in the wrong place and there's shards on the glass.
On his Instagram, like he's just out back doing it, and it's like a one and done scenario, dude.
Yeah. How hard is it?
On that video I posted, I said take one because I assumed it was going to be
right.
A lot of takes before I got it right. But people accuse me of doing that thing that, the basketball hoop guys do.
Yeah, dude, perfect, yeah.
Yeah, you make the shot a million times, so you make it, and then, But no, that was the first try. I just read a bunch of instructions, and it turns out it's not that hard to do.
Well, no, but the way you did it too. If you watch the video, you see Ross Cohen. He's like, dun, 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 and he's like, and he puts the thing and he sings, and it's fucking perfect. And that's why I was like, so wait a minute, Bart got you this, and you just walked right out into your backyard and did this one shot. I was like, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Is there some sort of presentation that is done at like a fancy restaurant or some sort of distillery where they make champagne, where the first one they saber off the top? Like, is this some sort of tradition?
You want to know where it came from? Is that what we're getting at? The coolest reason I've heard was that who is it? Dom Perignon. I think it was Dom Perignon's like wife or like his widow or something. I could be wrong. I'm going to be wrong about 90% of this straight out the bat. So, but let's just say it's Dom Perignon's widow, right? And like the French army is in a war or something, and they have to stay on her Champagne estate. So the deal was like every morning she'd give them a bottle of champagne to like ride off with for the day. To like, drink during the day while they're off plotting how to bombard people with artillery and stab other people with cavalry sabers. And so like the conceit is that they were so busy in the morning that they just grabbed the bottle right off and just pop it open with their saber on the way. And that was how it got started.
No, I like that. So that's cool.
I got no time for corks. Chop that bottle open. Yeah, that's cool. That is very, very cool. In fact, everything you said, if you actually look at the saber, and I would urge you to do that, go check out Ross's social media, you'll see what I mean. That would fit the whole narrative. It's very, very cool. And the fact that Bart found this, the Bart Merrick team, good with gifts and homes.
So, Ross, let's start off. What do we got first?
The other big question is, do you drink it after that, or are you worried about glass? And according to the literature I have, the fact that the bottle's pressurized from the within, it blows all the glass outwards. And so I poured it into another container and let it settle for like about a day, and I didn't find any glass in it. So.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's pressurized. I'm sure just the act of hitting it would cause it to like volcano out, right? Yeah. Because you disturbed the bottom of it,
agitated
it. Yeah. So that force is probably going to blow out any glass, And you can eat glass, right? Like you get a little glass in your stomach.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's like
toughens you up a little
sand.
Gives you grit.
All right.
So, the next event you guys have without paid security on it that I can sneak a knife and an illegal bottle of booze into, I'll champagne sabers on for you.
Nope. Yep. Sofa and suds for sure. We can have you shoot a gun on stage. Paul runs out town.
Are you running for office at all? Because you can do anything in the streets and people will still vote for you.
Yeah, I could literally shoot someone in the streets and it'll be fine. Everybody will still follow me. Anyway, first story.
All right, so the first story is about maybe partying a little bit too hard. Tom, I don't know how much you know about the English educational system, if you're familiar at all. My understanding from British TV shows is that you either go to public school and you end up a truck driver, or as they call it, a lorry operator.
That's cool.
And or they have the option, you can pay like $1 million a minute and send your kids to private school. And then when they graduate, they are awarded like a small country to run, basically. So some kids at one of these private schools, an English private school, it says here, this school, however long a term is, assume it's like 9 weeks, it's 4,800 pounds a term. So the kids are paying to go. They go on a school trip to Costa Rica. One of the leaders of the trip, this guy, Mr. Glenn, Richard Glenn, He's supposed to do like 28 days in Costa Rica with these kids. He gets sent home after 6 days. Here's a list of all the shit he did to get sent home on the school trip.
I like this.
Yeah. It's a long-ass field trip.
You're going to want to break in halfway through this list, but just like hold it in.
Hold. No, look, it's your story. We take good direction. Hold it in, guys.
Okay, so this is what Mr. Glenn did.
Take notes
as a chaperone for a private British school.
Love it.
Okay. He says he can't remember what happened due to his state of intoxication, but he did not dispute the recollection of those present. Okay?
I like that. I can't remember, but I believe what they said.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
That's a good guy.
Because you're taking a little bit of it. You're taking it on the chin, but you're kind of pussy taking it on the chin. But you are. You're still taking it.
Like, I kind of feel like that, too. When listeners tell me, like, oh, man, Tommy Gilligan is like, I drove you home for this event. Like,
I've done it with you.
Like, I have no recollection, but I believe you. There's no reason for me not to believe you.
I've done it with you and Ross and Sam, where I text you guys the next day. Like, earlier on, like, I would get, obliterated, and I'd be like, and then you guys would say things, and I'd be like, absolutely.
I'm sure that happened.
That sounds right.
Let's get ready. All right? We're ready. Okay. Yes.
Okay. His actions included drinking with pupils, allowing one or more pupils to drink alcohol despite being under the legal age of 18.
Oh, we're moving.
Threatening to kick the head in of one pupil and kill another.
Okay, we won't stop. We'll let you go.
Telling one pupil, I'm not in trouble, you'll be in trouble. After being aggressive to one pupil, he kissed the boy's forehead and told him, you're all right.
No, you're
right.
I know. Taking one or more pupils to a strip club. Acting aggressively towards the woman leading the trip when she tried to help him back to his tent.
That's a classic.
Finally, exposing himself to the woman in a shared hotel room, although it was agreed this was not malicious or sexually motivated.
It was a joke dick.
The good old joke dick.
There are joke dicks, and I know people will say, no, it's always sexual. It's always
wristwatch.
No, but if you do the wristwatch or you show the brains, that's for a fucking joke. That's not sexual.
The only problem is you don't normally pre-agree to a joke dick.
Well, that's when you're like, have you ever seen a bat wing?
You don't normally hey, I know that I've been bad on this trip, but as my last hurrah, is anybody down for a joke dick?
If you tell the lady you went on the trip with that goes to your school that you got some bubble gum on your jeans, that's not sexual. Like, that was meant for a joke.
God.
And it shouldn't be taken as a sexual attack.
So what else happened with this guy, Ross? My God.
I think the one that we had to breeze right by and that we need to circle back around to is after being aggressive to one pupil, he kissed the boy's forehead and told him, you're all right.
Yeah, British people have this way of, like, you just get you just experience something entirely traumatic and weird, and then be like, you're all right.
But
you're right.
It's the Tom, it's fine.
But
it's also the British. The British, it's fine is you're right. Yeah, you may be right on that.
But it's the classic, I'm blacked out drunk. I go from angry to love.
100%.
Switch back and forth, the drop of a hat.
Yeah,
so,
one minute he's being violent and yelling at the lady, helping him to his tent. The next day he's showing her his dick. Like,
Well, they did say in the report that it wasn't. What did I?
He claimed it wasn't.
Oh yeah.
No, I am very sorry, but it does. For some reason, they both agreed.
Oh, they both agreed.
This was not malicious or sexually motivated. They don't describe what happened.
Maybe his pants just fell down?
Or maybe he's like...
Oh, no, he definitely did a chicken brain. Chicken heart.
Also, why'd they report it? I like they're so British and proper.
I cannot tell a lie.
They put that
get a joke dick from Miss Hastings.
And then she made a statement like it was confirmed
I
joke
was
dick.
in the room, and yes, he did do a joke dick.
So, they're going to be charged. This guy's definitely going to be fired from the school, right? If you're a parent and you hear this, you pay a shit ton of money and you get that guy out of there, right?
Well, like, unless you're the kid that got his kiss on the forehead, he actually cared for that child.
He can't teach for 3 years, and then he has to apply for the ban to be lifted.
No, it was not that bad.
That's not that bad.
I feel like if this happened in the United States, you'd be, banned forever.
Yeah.
Also, this is an epic tale for these kids, right? Like, this will be a story, like a Burt Kreischer machine
I was
story.
going to say that. Yeah.
Like, if whoever was on there, they're like, I went to a strip club with my teacher. You're shit-faced drunk.
With kicking my head. Let me tell you about the time Mr. Bean got me drunk, or like whatever this guy's name is.
Like, this is an epic fucking story that these kids will have their whole lives and be telling generations of people.
We all have teachers that, not all of us. Some of us had the teachers that we have epic tales with, right?
No, I don't have it. No, I never hung out with any teacher ever.
I have one from college where there was always this rumor when we got there that there was this one professor that would go to this Churchill's Attic in St. Augustine. It was like a hamburger joint, and he would go there and drink during his classes. And we're always like, we're going to go there and see if it's true. And it was true. And we sat there and drank with him. And it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And he was just a dumb old drunk professor. Very nice man, but,
You didn't do a joke dick.
He wasn't a pedophile. No, wasn't a weirdo. He was just like he was just an alcoholic smart guy.
Well, yeah. Also, if you're that guy and, you start drinking with your students, right? And so automatically.
I think that's very common.
Now, maybe you're thinking, fuck it. They're not going to say anything, hopefully. And then, they'll be cool. I'll be cool. I'm drinking. But then
I never think that anyone's cool, by the way.
When you're taking them to the strip club, I know you're shit-faced, but nothing tells you, hey, this is a bad idea. At any point in the drive, or walk, you didn't say, oh, shit, I'm going to get fired for this. This is not good.
Yeah. 6 days in.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, or he just got so blacked out, he's just on the lizard brain mentality, just going... Anyway.
He looks like a hooligan, I'm not going to lie.
Okay, yeah.
Younger guy? All right, next story.
No, 55.
We got a story out of Nevada. This guy convicted killer Zane Michael Floyd. He's going to be executed possibly coming up in June. And so it's like a constant appeals thing. There's back and forth. And so he's been running through his appeals. And the state came forward and said that they were gonna submit a warrant for his execution, and the way they wanted to do it was a three drug cocktail type infusion thing like they do. And so him and his lawyers challenged that. They said that he doesn't want that. He thinks it'd be too painful. And so legally, when he does that, he also has to present a counter of how he wants to go out. And so he has proposed. For the first time in a long time, to be the first execution by gunshot.
Ooh.
I'd be okay with that.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I think they should bring that back to more states.
But I want it right
to the... It's faster, it's cheaper.
I want it right to the side of the head.
Yeah.
Actually, it hasn't been that long. When do you guys think the last execution by a gunshot was?
In the 80s?
2017.
1947.
74.
Sam is closest, 2010.
Whoa!
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
You think I'd hear about that?
You just get me with a hollow point right on the side.
Yeah, but here...
here's the... I don't know.
This is the problem with all this.
What's his name? Zane Michael Floyd. By the way, it's good to hear that they're updating the names of people that have been named to, kill presidents, because that sounds almost like a newer, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, with all
the three name thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you put Zane on it, it's like a hipper version.
So this is why I don't really believe this guy, and it seems like more of him just messing with the system, because most likely this happens every once in a while.
Is he trolling?
Where you request some the guillotine, by hanging, by the firing squad, because technically, and your lawyer found that you can legally request that, and they always say no, and they just kill you anyway the way they want to.
I want to be eaten by lions or bears.
But here's why I don't. If you can't. So you're telling me he's less afraid of getting shot in the heart than being put to sleep with general anesthesia, and then
some of that shit goes wrong real bad, and some of it can be very painful. So I would take the fucking gunshot.
Yeah, but that seems way more scary.
It's instant.
Well, not necessarily.
Once you're asleep, how much are you feeling, or is that just something we don't know?
No, it doesn't put you to sleep immediately.
Getting shot in the heart is painful. It's not like your lights turn out. Your brain is still active until you pass out from lack of blood.
Hold on a second. Before they give you the injection to kill kill you, they sedate.
Yes, they put you to sleep.
It's a cocktail of injections.
No, but it's the same thing that they do with a dog. It's different injections. It's like when Izzy, when I took him in there, they gave him one to sedate him. He was so weak at the time, he's almost dead. So my point
is, they put you under anesthesia basically. So like you're getting a surgery, you go under, and then they stop your heart.
It's not just one shot that goes through series. It's like a series of shots.
But Dan, you like a good medical horror story. Yep. Sometimes those go wrong.
Ooh.
Go Google like botched execution. Okay. Sometimes they go wrong.
It's not just one or two either.
They're supposed to last like 5 minutes. They end up lasting a couple hours and don't exactly go right. And then they have to pump a bunch more chemicals in to make it finally happen. Like,
and the government's real loosey-goosey with the companies they work with. It's kind of fucked.
Once I look into the person's eyes and see that they're not quite sedated as much, then I get a dictionary out and smashing their brain. It's like, I got to kill this guy as fast as this is inhumane. Everybody come over, stomp his head.
They have again. Why don't they come with the super smashers like, and then a giant 2 tons of metal coming together in a split second with rockets.
And a vacuum cleaner to suck you down into the.
You need the vacuum.
There's nothing. It's like go. It smashes you to dead. Totally to mist.
I'm good with that.
But
or you should have one big winch in the middle of the ocean. They tie a chain to your foot and they just drag you straight down.
But also, you're asleep. Like, I understand the lethal injection has gone wrong before, and the person's like is real morbid, but it's like gasping for air for 2 hours because he's not going to sleep, or not dying, but he's still unconscious. That's all I'm saying is like when you get shot in the heart, like I don't know if they sedate you for that or if they put you I think you're totally awake, and then
when that happens,
a firing squad is shooting you, and then I think
they give you a cigarette.
How many blanks are there? Like they could be a blank. There's some sort of thing.
I think there's like 10 gunmen. There's probably 9 blanks.
Yeah, and there's one guy.
You gonna take that answer?
No, of course not.
From that,
of course that's not right. I just move on because I know already. But
God, if Ross were here, he would punch you right in the face for your lack of knowledge.
Just still standing, and it's like, go! You get shot in the heart, and you're like, go!
And you're to blame because you gave love a bad name.
That seems terrifying compared to I'm asleep, and then whatever happens while I'm asleep, my body's trying to live. I don't know.
From our Twitch chat room, somebody said that asphyxiation is the easiest, but it's expensive. They could replace all the oxygen within the room with nitrogen or something, and
it's kind of similar to gas chamber.
Yeah.
But that's
I'd be okay with that if you just let me go to sleep, and then eventually I'm just breathing chemicals I should not breathe, and then my body dies. I'm okay with that.
Just some instant explosion or something. It's what I'm saying?
It's just messy and big, right? We're trying to keep it small.
I don't know.
We're trying to keep it small. What if you could put somebody in a lead box that's only the size of their body, and then put one stick of dynamite on their chest? Right? That's what you need.
Terrifying. Do that after you put them to sleep. Yeah.
No.
I don't want to be awake during any of this.
You have to light your own dynamite, too.
Hell no.
And I'm like, what are you, pussy?
Hey, you know what? SpaceX just sent those 4 guys up to the space station today. We're back in the business to send men in space here in Florida. And we are one of the execution centers of America, too. Let's just start sending them up into space and fucking put them out into the vacuum. That's cheap and easy.
With a camera on them.
You walk the plank into space.
Oh my God, space plank. Oh, that's fucking terrible.
You're like, oh my God, this is way worse than anything we've ever
Oh my God, I'd be begging for the electric chair.
You can't breathe, he's freezing. I don't know. Something bad's happening to him. I've seen the movie.
No, as much as I hate flying, you mean
to tell me to go to space?
The only way to kill me is you fly me to space and I have to walk the space plank? I'll be good forever.
Then they were like, oh, DNA evidence. This guy didn't do it.
We made him walk the space plank. You got to go get his remains. They're halfway across Mars by now.
One eyewitness, she was remembering wrong. Weird. Anyway, next story.
We send a rocket into the sun. And if you're proved innocent before the rocket gets to the point of no return, then you can come back.
Okay.
Just reverse jets. Reverse jets, we're good.
There's dozens of rockets being rocketed towards the sun.
Yeah, some of them come back. Not very many. Not very many. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of death sentences, Idaho got together and their lawmakers approved a bill. The farmers in Idaho say they got too many wolves. They got almost 1,600 wolves running around Idaho, eating up cows and bunnies and all kinds of shit. And the ranchers want to get rid of some wolves. By percentage, how many of the wolves do you think they want to get rid of?
I'm thinking they're going to go for a solid 62% of wolves.
No, okay. I'll say half, 50% of wolves.
Sam?
85%.
Oh, heavy wolf.
Sam wins again. They want to get rid of 90% of their fucking wolves.
I was going to say 90, damn it.
Yeah. Why did 90
They want to take it down to 150 wolves and leave it there.
Well,
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it.
Is it invasive? Okay. Like, are they invasive species? Are they native? That seems fucked up if they're like wild wolves that have lived there. You know, I don't know. They were there when we got here, Tom. They didn't like sneak in with our bags of grain or nothing like rats. No, you motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm like the hog problem. Like, there's like hogs that have
hog wolf.
When's the last time you heard of some settlers bringing wolves with them for meat? What fucking kind of sense does that make?
Welcome back to the show where one of your co-hosts can't say wolf or hog.
I'm just saying, like, some wolf.
And Ross knew that when he picked this story, which is chef's kiss.
Was released, that it got into the woods, and now there's an invasive species, that it's harming the environment. Like, I'm fine with killing them off, like the goddamn pythons in the Everglades. No. But if it's like the wolves are there and they're eating the cattle, but it's like, it's like bears.
Yeah, no, you're right. When these guys got here and chopped down all the redwoods and planted potatoes, some of their tame wolves got loose in the woods and started running around. They're fucking people, man. Yeah. And here's the real problem. Like, this bill that they introduced, I don't know if you remember when they did this here in Florida, and they were like, let's do a bear call. Yes. Go ahead, just let's do a bear call. Yeah. Send a bunch of guys into the woods, and we'll set a limit on it, but there was no real tracking of like where that limit was, and it ended up being that they killed way fucking more bears than they should have. They're doing the same thing. They just wrote a vague-ass bill like, let's hire a bunch of guys, let's pay them, no limits, no caps, just go kill almost all the wolves, not quite all the wolves you guys need. A few wolves, and there's no real oversight.
When will the senseless killing of wolves stop? When will...
I'm glad that Ross can't say wolves.
When will...
Because it makes my day, actually.
When will humans wake up and understand that we are not the only ones living here? Sometimes it's us, sometimes it's the wolves.
I think it's...
the shill shred.
What's even more messed up, I think they do it with traps, too, with like the spike traps that grab their legs. Like, they don't go out and like hunt them like one bullet kill.
I met a couple at the Orlando Universal Resort that lived in Idaho, and they told me all about their problem with wolves and said that they have a hunting season now, and they could just go out straight out and start shooting them.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Everyone I know lives in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, which is where Dan Cummins lives. That is like a poppin' city, right?
I don't know.
I think it's
like
area,
off, dude.
Yeah, where it's
a lot of your California people are heading there now.
Yeah.
Dude, and here, my God.
I know we
and here
we talked to Bart about that, but
go away, dude, everybody.
Well, no, dude, it's never going back.
Leave us alone.
The pandemic created a world where we all can work from home now. Not all of us, but there's a lot of.
But I don't want you.
So not what you said.
Well, I'm just saying there's a contingent of society that will now be working from home, and they can live wherever they want. So guess what? All the good places where you want to live are going to be flooded by these people, because before they were stuck and shackled to living next to their job.
We need more wolves here.
So they're coming here. They're going to all the nice places. So if you live in a nice place, they're coming, baby. And it's happening.
And when they get there, they're not going to keep their fucking wolves in the barn, and they're going to get loose, and they'll be in your woods before you know it.
I know. I hate it.
All right, next story, Ross.
All right. Meanwhile, over in Spain, they're going the other way. Spain has recently just given pets the same legal status as human beings.
What does that mean?
So, like, instead of, like, in a divorce, for example, instead of being considered an object, they'll be considered living beings under Spanish law. So, like, they must be treated like a child would be in the divorce. So, the judge
joint custody.
decided who gets the dog.
You cut it in half. They consider
the welfare of the animal.
All right.
This is good. You'll get a lot more. You cut the dog in half, and then you say, or you threaten to cut the dog in half, and then you say, the true owner, come on to me.
Okay, so also, under the new law, mistreatment of a pet is the same crime as if an owner had abused another person. All right? If you find an abandoned pet, you have a public duty to try to locate the owner or inform the authorities as if it was a lost child.
Wow.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Amber Alerts for dogs?
Nah, I see dogs and cats everywhere, and I'm just like, it's a dog.
Are you guys constantly confused by countries and whether they're not progressive or they're stuck in old time? Because
what they're doing? Yeah,
Spain,
they probably do the same thing with us, but
we watch like documentaries and you see Foxy Noxy and then you see her in court and their courtroom they're wearing white wigs and shit screaming and you're like, what the fuck is happening? They're stuck in the 1800s and then simultaneously then they're making any animal pet legal human rights. So you're like, which one is it, Spain? The wigs or the fucking are you progressive? Yeah, but it's like weird shit. They do old timey shit, but then all of a sudden they do shit like this. It's like ultra progressive. Like all animals get the same rights as humans. It's weird, right?
God, people
like, which one is it?
Our Twitch chat room, Ross, just so you know, to err on the side here, most people are like okay with this. Like most of our guys, if they don't have kids already, and you're not kids guys, team no kids, most people are saying, I want my dog to be claimed as a dependent. You know, like you're getting
they're thinking they're going to get a stimulus check.
People want this, man. Yeah. Pet people want this shit.
They're just trying to scam the tax law.
You should love that.
No, it's stupid.
Nah, I've always said pets are not like kids because, like, if my dog walks in the room, I will keep fucking my wife.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good joke. You should use that one. I'm going to use that one on stage.
Where?
Yeah, this guy's at a Porky's Comedy Club.
Me and David Jolly.
They use the umlauts. It's Motley Crue.
So yeah, it's stupid. Because then you're wasting valuable court time and a bunch of time.
Valuable court time.
Well, I'm just saying. Now you're adding some other problem in with divorces and custody rights and stuff. And
it's probably come up so many times. They're like, all right, we have to make a law about this, right?
Yeah, but then now you have.
No, but they went the wrong way, right?
Like, where does it stop? Is your durable?
I would have thought they'd say a dog's a fucking dog. They're not going to say a dog's the same as a kid, which is basically what they did, right?
Yes, yeah.
Or maybe it's to get more money out of more court fees.
Yeah, that's what the problem is. It just complicates.
Or if
everything. Why do they care? They're making money off of it.
If you make a dog a kid, are you less likely to opt into making your dog more important because you think is it like reverse psychology in a weird way?
Well, also, then you got to the court would have to rule the split time and stuff, so you'd have to deliver the dog back and forth. Like, what are you doing here? Like, it seems ridiculous, right? You're taking the dog to your ex-husband's house on the weekends. Like, come on.
No, I'm not doing that.
Well, that's what they'll mandate you do it, and you have to pay dog child support.
Well, this is why
that's true. If you start as a couple and you get a dog,
that's what I'm talking about,
and then they just want to leave and bail and don't want anything to do with the dog, do they have to legally still pay for that dog even they don't want anything to do with it?
I would hope so. Well, I'm not sitting here changing this dog's diapers for nothing.
Well, now
while you're out there just gallivanting and acting like a fucking big
paying
man.
for vet bills and stuff.
Now, who knows what cockamamie's rules are in Spain, but like here in the United States, you can't just like move out of town if you get a divorce if you have a kid, and then because you have to get permission from you just can't leave with the kid.
I know a lot of people that do.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's like you can get court rulings to either move back to custody and stuff. So you'd have to do the same thing with the dog. So then you're like tied.
That's crazy.
What happens to all these breeders?
Does anybody else think that Ross uses the news segment as an experiment to find the stupidest story he can find, and then he drip drops it into the fish tank, which is the show, and then we just kick it around and he sits back and he's like, excellent.
It's working.
Excellent. Look at them fools.
Well, fucking brace yourself for this one, Dan, because we got a missing bunny.
Yes.
No.
All right. If you're in the London area, specifically the village of Stolton, definitely be on the lookout for this missing bunny. Darius, he's a continental giant rabbit, disappeared from his enclosure over this weekend. They didn't say why they thought it was a theft instead of an escape, but they definitely thought it was a theft. The reason why we're on the lookout for Darius, he is the Guinness World Record holder for longest bunny in the world. At full stretch, he is 129 centimeters. That is 4 foot 3 inches of bunny long.
Oh my God, he's taller than I am. Jesus Christ. This is a massive, massive Hassenpfeffer.
I think I saw this this news story on Facebook or whatever, and the British lady is like a traditional British bunny lady. Like,
what's a British bunny lady?
I've never heard of a traditional British bunny lady.
Well, think about like for whatever reason.
Oh yes, she has a little hat on.
She's so cute.
Yes,
I'm very worried about him. Hopefully, he has his nibbles.
Is she not
has hopped away?
A traditional British bunny lady?
Yes, she is.
Yes,
no, he is absolutely right. Like it's Wallace and Gromit, but with a bunny instead of a dog and a lady.
Oh,
right?
that's sweet.
Here's her quote. Please, I am so upset. Can you bring my Darius back? I am putting the reward up to £2,000.
So, is there is this bunny worth money? Like,
he's worth £2,000.
He's rapping now.
That's a dumb question. She just offered up £2,000.
Yeah, but okay, this brings up a good question. So, I've never heard of like actually the person that stole the thing collecting the ransom from the person offering the ransom if it's the person they stole it from. See what I'm saying? So like how would they say like I got your bunny but I found it, or like is that what their plan was, like to just
probably like Lady Gaga's dogs?
Yeah.
Right. But those dogs they just left them on the street and took off.
No.
What?
I want these Gaga dogs.
No, they stole Lady Gaga's Lady Gaga's dogs. But they just left them. They didn't get the ransom from them.
Yes, they did. A lady brought them back and said she found them.
She found them.
Yep.
And she brought them in.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought they proved that lady wasn't the person.
I don't know that they even looked into anything. I think they just gave her the money. They said no questions asked.
I forget the story.
What lady? You just didn't go. There was a lady a second ago, and now you know about the lady.
I know, right?
Well, no, come
on, Tom.
The people that stole Lady Gaga's dogs were armed robbers with ski masks. So, so they weren't obviously the lady that returned it.
They know the lady. They gave the lady the dog to split the fucking money.
Okay.
Don't you know how criminals work?
You don't know nothing about Lady Dada on her dogs.
Sorry.
So I just want to figure out what the plan is with
the
this
monies
bunny.
from the bunnies.
So they just they'll get $2,000 from this thing.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what I think. Yeah.
All right. Next story, Ross.
Or who knows, in the black market art world, or like I guess the black market pet world, because this is technically an update of an old story where like there's a crime wave of pet snatching in the UK. Maybe there is a fucking black market, and the world's longest bunny will bring 2 million pounds or something.
Yeah, like some sort of rich British people that live in the country, and there's super wealth out there, like anywhere. Oh, yeah. And do they want the world's largest bunny in their castle as like a trophy piece?
Or you know how these guys are, and they put on that fancy fucking suit with the red jacket, and maybe they want to hunt the world's largest bunny.
Oh yeah, this is like an Ice-T movie from the 90s.
And the bunny finds its way back into the cabin, and then that's where he sees all the trophies.
Start fucking everything up too.
All the bunny keychains.
I like that. That would be good. You see keychain, that's you're in the club.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That bunny sees the bunny feet.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god.
And he's like, oh.
Then you set a series of traps for the people that are hunting you, and then you hunt them.
Yes. And you put that on the poster too. You're like, who's hunting who?
Is that the last story, Ross?
We got one last story for you guys out of Colorado. For charity, the state of Colorado auctioned off a bunch of specialty license plates. And I don't know if you guys are aware, Colorado, they like weed out there.
Yeah.
This was all weed.
What?
This was all weed-themed license plates. So they sold got wax, ganja, bong, green, happy, hash, hemp, herb, honey, indica, sativa, stash. I don't know what the fuck this is, but they sold for $5,000. Somebody bought the specialty license plate Tegrity, and then the number one seller, 6630. Somebody paid to have on their license plate is at 420.
What's T-Gritty?
It's South Park.
Oh, it's
Randy Marsh's his weed ganja company.
No, of course Travis does.
Wow,
is Travis
over Ross?
Yeah, is he higher than Ross?
I think he is.
How could that be possible?
Ross got shit to do. He got a family. He got like children.
Yeah, but I thought Ross was the highest.
He has a wife that's like an architect that's doing shit. And Ross has like responsibilities.
Who could smoke more weed?
Ooh,
Ross or Travis?
smoke off.
I think Butler. No,
goddamn, Ross is. I don't know, man. Ross
is seasoned.
Yeah,
I'm just saying at the end of the day, Ross has more responsibilities.
But I guess
that's true.
That's
all I'm saying. And that's not a knock.
If someone, Ross and Travis, for both of you, if there was a challenge for, let's say, $100,000, and they put just literally...
We can't do that, dude.
Chocolates. No.
Okay.
But I'm just saying...
This was something we were doing. I was like, this is fucking dumb.
Theoretical. They just put 100 milligram chocolate bars in front of you in an infinite amount, and they're like, whoever eats the most will get $100,000.
But wait, there's got to be a finish time, and like
it's just
you can't call 911, stuff like that.
It has nothing to do with the THC at that point. It's just how much chocolate can I eat, because the THC,
right? That's why we're saying there's going to be a time limit.
You guys could both eat thousands of milligrams of THC, and there's only a limit to how high you can get. Right? We won't start freaking out at one point, right?
We'd find out.
How does that work?
He's asking you, Ross.
Thousands of I mean, is there a certain point?
Answer the non-answerable question, sir.
Because
answer Tom's dream.
When you sit down with Indiana Jones' girlfriend for a drinking contest, you take shot for shot until someone falls down, right?
Yeah.
And then, so that's what I'm saying. Will you eventually just fall down, or like you can't?
I don't think you can do it with digestibles because it hits people differently at different times and stuff. I think you have to smoke it.
Is it dabs?
Yeah, it has to be like a smoking contest.
Yeah.
But you could smoke just an insane amount, just continue dabs for hours.
Are you smoking now or no?
Oh, me? Yeah, especially the week of 420, y'all.
Yeah.
Right on.
What I'm asking is there a point in time where you could be like, no more, I can't do anymore?
No.
I've never hit that point. Like if it's weed and booze, I will say that for me.
The point, you know what happens is sometimes your hands will just stop lighting the bowl. You'll be looking down at your hands, being like, "Let's do another one," and your hands are just like they won't move.
Okay, like you
paralyzed.
You lose physical power to move your body.
Motor skills.
Well, for me, I forget. Like I'll take everything and set it all out, but I'm already high, but I prepare myself to get unhigh. So I set everything up ready to get high again, but I'm so high that I don't need to get high again. So then then I'm high and I forget, and then I have to go and clean everything up because I can't leave that shit out. You know what I mean? Like you got to take everything away.
So, but there is a point where if you can't light the bowl anymore, you would technically be out of the competition.
I will ask Andrea to light the bowl. Light the bowl.
I'm just saying if it was a smoking competition. Yeah. Anyway. All right, Ross. What
would be good is, remember back in the 80s on a slow sports Sunday, they'd have weird Japanese contests on TV, and one of them was always who could stay the longest in a room with a sauna going and intense sunlight and stuff. So you could set up a smoke box scenario and just keep get your herb sponsor to keep it full of smoke for 24 hours.
That's a good idea.
Hands on a hard body, but who can stay in the room?
Yeah, it's almost like those old JRR kissing competitions where as soon as your heads pull apart, you don't win the Dodge Challenger, whatever.
Oh, it's never that good. 4 tickets VIP Earthday birthday. I'm going to come here
Where's the Porky's VIP tent?
With my old lady, and I'm going to stand in the iHeartRadio whatever room sponsored.
Hey, babe, I'm going to go hit the portalet for diarrhea so I don't miss 7 dust. That's an actual audio I heard.
Thank you, Ross, and it was good seeing you at the event. And we'll definitely have you knock a champagne bottle.
No, that's happening
for our next one.
Real quick, today's Foley. I'll just do it real quick. Today's Foley is guy taping up a room to get it ready to paint.
Oh, I love these.
Yep. Oh yeah, good painting day today. Yep. Got to get in those corners tight. Thank you.
I like the commentary.
That was a good one. That
good.
Yeah, we'll see. I bet you, Tom, how do you think that was done?
With a piece of tape that you were off mic?
No, this one time I will show you how it is done. What you do is you take a standard teddy bear and you take a grill lighter, and the crackling of the fur as it burns simulates the tape noise. So
there you go. Now you know. See,
did not expect that. Did not expect that. Why didn't you just pull a piece of tape off a roll off camera?
Because you don't know how to. You don't know how that works.
See, that makes me think Ross can get hired.
That was so high. Butler was like,
that's a tell.
You got impressed. You were like, he's really fucking high.
He's burning his
You did, right? It was. It was like Butler was like looking at me like, oh man, I can't go against my idol. You know.
Let's take a quick break.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Where are we going on? Oh, this is Wild Powers. The name of the song is Sucks. That's it.
All right.
That's actually what it's called. It's called Sucks. It starts like this. Feedbacky weirdo. The album is What You Wanted. We'll be back with more Mediocre Time right after this. Rock and roll! Number one with fast, fun, Seminole Power Sport.
That's not their...
It's a variation. You know, like,
yeah. They don't like that.
I'm still trying to track down the number one with fast fun.
Yeah.
Seminole Power Sport.
Yeah,
but I don't want to.
Yeah, aggressive. You're riding the jet ski side by side. Scooter.
Number one with fast fun. Seminole Power Sport.
That's more of like a church.
Yeah,
that's
I can do that one. Number one with fast fun. Seminole Power Sports. Piezo domine dona eos requiem.
Oh, Kirby's gonna like that one.
Yeah. I brought him back.
So
I'm a Catholic man.
Seminole Power Sports right there on Reinhardt Road in Sanford, and then Seminole Power Sports North in Eustis. They've got Suzuki brand up there.
Scooters, motorcycles, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, jet skis, Yeti coolers, Yeti cups.
Yeah.
All the Yetis, the soft coolers. What am I missing?
Dude, I mean, they've got...
Piaggio, they got all the scooters. I got my Ruckus there, Honda Ruckus.
They've got Honda generators, like small generators, like if you want portable generators and things like that. They have a huge showroom, all the toys. It's jet ski season that's about to start.
Oh, my God.
A BDM just bought a jet ski from Seminole Power Sports North.
Dude, it's so jet ski season that I believe Bert Kreischer bought one for Tom Segura.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like as a gift. He's like, here's a jet ski. Like, we're open, baby.
He's doing what we would like to do, but he's rich.
Yeah, it makes me mad.
We've been talking about buying jet skis as a joke, but I could never buy like a $15,000.
It makes me mad when I see comedic mentors of ours that we've had in here that are very nice, and they're doing it, and we can't do it. We can't.
We're doing it, but just lower level.
We'll call Kirby. Can we borrow two of your supercharged jet skis, or maybe a side-by-side to do some, riding in the woods?
They'll let us demo one.
But we got to have a guy on site. We got to watch you. They got some nerds out there in a polo with his arms crossed. I just have to stand here all day. Kirby said I got to stand here and watch you knuckleheads.
The big chick, steal from us. Seminole Power Sports and Seminole Power Sports North. Go buy jet ski.
Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan, and I just got high.
Oh, yeah. No problem. Let's do some dump them out.
Too high. Hold on. I got to get my bearings here. We're doing dump them out. Go to there, and then hit this button right here, and put that right there, and then do this right there. Oh, and then we have no sound. Oh, God.
We should sing it. Dump
them out.
No.
Okay, well, I tried. Trying to be spirited here.
We're not doing that.
I bet if Tom did it, you'd like it.
Why? I can't hear it. I bet you they can hear it.
Can you guys hear it on the Twitch?
Yeah, I think they can hear it on the Twitch.
All good.
Yeah, just let it roll.
So,
not good. It's not good to say on the show, I just got high, so high, and then not. That's the worst thing you can say.
No.
You know it is.
Let's start with the first topic. What do we got? Oh, I think.
Good. They have no volume. That
Daniel's eye styes?
Yeah, I think this is part of the problem because Daniel found another stye on his eye, and he's at this. Okay,
I have a secondary stye in the eye.
So it started coming on Monday, and you're like, got the stye in my eye, and then you're showing to us it's getting like worse and worse. Or whatever.
It's just been a little bit red.
Yeah,
and I feel like that. A person, and you're being fine about it. It's just a person that has an anxiety or deals with anxiety and battles it every day. Right? Like if you're an alcoholic, you battle your alcoholism every day.
Which one are we talking
days
about?
Off.
My anxiety or my alcoholism?
And so I feel like when you're an anxiety man, and you have to constantly battle and learn to mitigate your own anxiety levels, that when you get a stye or something wrong with you that's like abnormal, that no matter what, even if you're not freaking out about it, it's upping your anxiety level internally because, of course it is. You're looking at something abnormal about you that's like, what is this? Why is that there? It's hurting me.
What's this?
And then you got another one.
Yeah. What's this? It's in the other eye.
So it's got to be adding to your overall anxiety level.
I mean, like my wife is like, she thinks I'm like weird or freaking out or something's wrong because she like I'm not going to the doctor. I'm not. But like I will say that I was completely okay with just having a stye up until the point of right before the show. I thought I had the second stye, and then I showed you, and you're like, "Yeah, that's looks like you got another one." And I'm like, "Okay." Well, apparently now at this point now I have cancer. Like, so you see what I'm saying? Like
I saw it happen.
But me getting better was only one. You could only practice so much. I'm still a white belt. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get a hold of this. I'm trying to be a yellow belt, green belt, work my way up.
Bringing it back to alcoholics, it's like when your buddy is like, who's alcoholic for a lot of years, did some bad things, and then he's dry for like 15 years or whatever, and then he's like, I'm going to start having a glass of wine every once in a while just to live my life. And then
I can do it.
You're like, look at Billy. He's drinking his wine and he's fine. He's like, you can do it. And then it's full on DUI, ruined life. And like you're back at binge drinking, so it's like you have to manage it at all times. So one side was fine. The second one was full on binge drink weekend.
It's bad.
DUI.
Double Dag actually brings up something, and if he would email Sam, if you're that type of guy, I'd love to talk to you because I don't think you fully fit this category because you still have some anxiety things that we see and we talk about. But Double Dag says he's the exact opposite of hypochondria. He's the opposite of it. And I'd like to talk to that type of person. You are that a little bit.
Yeah, I don't really...
but you're not
anything is wrong with me. I don't... Like, for instance...
But there have been times when things have happened where I've seen genuine concern in your eyes, and so you don't really fit my true unicorn category of a non-careman, if that... makes sense.
There are people that are more...
Yes.
Well, there's the people that go beyond and ignore. They're like...
The ignoreman.
You're coughing blood, and then you hide the rag. Because you don't... Like one... if I start coughing... Yeah, if I cough blood or have some real symptoms, then it was like... I'll be like, oh, shit. I waited too long, and then I have to go face the...
Just being real, and I know, like, pulling the curtain back's not fun on a Titty Friday, but, like, with your eyes, like, when they were getting... Like, they were eventually hit a point where you're like, I would benefit from glasses. You're not just going to ignore it to the point of just dying.
But I think, but I also won't attribute it to cancer or anything extreme. Like,
which is a great quality to have.
Like I'll wake up or something of extreme heart pain or chest pain.
You don't go heart attack, do you?
No, I'm like, oh God, a heartburn or some sort of cramping or back pain. Sometimes, like, I'll go through all the logical, statistical reasons that this has probably happened, and then I'll run my age. I'm like, all right, I'm 39. I've lost some weight, so I'm like going through. I'm like, don't have abnormally crazy high cholesterol, so I'll be like, the chances of heart attack slim to none.
You know what makes
I'll go. This is the other thing. You
know what makes me crazy with Seth, and he'll be in here next week or a week after or something like that. But what drives me crazy with him is the fact that I have benefited as a hypochondriac from exercise and diet.
Yes.
From pulling back on alcohol, eating better, and then riding my Peloton bike, I've benefited because I care. Like, when I went to the doctor and she's like, here's your blood work from before, here it is now, looks great. I benefit from that. So it helps me. It doesn't fucking help him at all.
No, well, everybody's different, and
no, I understand that, but like it's just weird to me because I think most people are in my category where I think most people in our chat room, most people listening to this, most people on Twitch or YouTube are the type of people where we're all in the same category of I just want to live a long time, and when I get my blood results back from my yearly physical, I want it to be great. That's it.
Speaking of health, we have Izzy from the Twitch chat on the line.
Oh, okay.
That said he was in perfect health.
Yeah. All right, Izzy, are you there?
What line?
Line 1.
Line 1. Is this the 400?
Yeah.
Izzy.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, man?
Good. So
I think he cleaned your boat.
Hey, Dan.
Israel.
Israel.
I know.
Oh,
this guy.
okay.
Well, hold on a second. I've seen this guy move, and this guy moves around like a goddamn ballerina. That's a different animal.
I always have to give Tom who the real person is from the Twitch chat.
No, like now I didn't. Now, I thought we were going to talk. I thought we were going to talk to a big person that is in poor health. Apparently,
he said he was in perfect health.
I think he is because I've seen this person maneuver around things.
Yes,
and he is.
Yeah.
He's a. What do you even call that? Flexible.
I'm a detailer.
Yeah.
Conditioning cars.
Yeah, but I know. No, I'm just trying to give you
he's
a
an
very
acrobatic chungus.
You are. You're an aggro chungus.
I'm an athletic fat person.
Yeah.
So, Izzy or Israel, I have seen you in person, and you are a big boy.
He's a large man.
How much do you weigh?
I actually gained some weight. Yeah, 445. I weighed myself. When did I go to the doctor? Wednesday.
Oh,
4:45.
Every Wednesday.
4:45. That's a big boy.
That's a big boy.
4:45.
Now,
but he's more flexible than I am. I guarantee it.
I saw
guarantee
you.
it.
You jumped in and out of my mildew boat all day long.
all day long.
You were working
I made
your ass
fun
off.
of the fact. I was mad at you. I was like, you should not do that to that man.
Then you brought your family by. they were all there.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking through my front. Yeah, they're all out there.
That's part of the Hispanic culture. You bring your family.
They brought their grill. They're grilling. They're digging a hole in my front yard. Put a pig in
there. It's been a goddamn party,
dude. I don't care who you are. You bring a mobile grill wherever you go, and you lay some meat where you're about to sit for a while.
Your Tio came by. He brought some cerveza. The full blown
Pacifico with a lime. They got some meat down.
So 4:45. Now, how old are you again?
I think I'm 35, yeah.
All right.
It's too fast to know his age. It's a thing.
Yeah, 35. Now, when you went to the doctor, what happened? Because the doctor...
Israel, thank you for meeting with me. It says here on your chart you think you're 35, anyway, 444 pounds.
Because when I was let's say 219, the doctor was like, hey, you
hold
gotta...
on. I'm just envisioning
like,
two 19-year-old teens.
Your blood pressure's high. You're like, your sugar's high. Your blood work, you're big fat, so you gotta, you gotta, not do whatever you're doing.
Well,
I was like, I know.
I'll say what my doctor said.
He made me take my shirt off my titties, right?
And I think Sam went to my doctor, and she was like, you're 5'2". I got the whisper 5'2". That's bad.
Yeah.
If you get a whisper 5'2", that means you're dying. Mm-hmm. You're dying.
So, what did he tell you?
Well, he was pretty upset because I'm healthier than him. I guess my cholesterol is 176. And
my cholesterol's high.
Your doctor's upset. He's like, what the fuck?
How is this guy healthier than me?
He's like, I don't understand it, goddammit, you're huge. He got better numbers than I do.
It's got to be a mistake.
They've mixed up your blood work with someone else.
You are a funny man.
But on a serious note, I did, because I hated doctors. I've always been scared of doctors. This is my first primary doctor. And
ever?
When he called me to say, I got your blood results. I need you to come into the office so we can talk about them. I almost puked. I started crying. My palms got sweaty.
Yeah, that's me.
I started freaking out.
Yeah.
I didn't know I suffered from, because, I know I get anxiety and stuff, but it hit me hard.
Yeah.
And now I really do understand what Dan goes through, and
and Seth, but I'm healthy. I'm healthier than ever.
I'm glad.
Yeah, but the difference between Seth stands in the mirror, his six-pack, he's shredded to it. He eats like birdseed every day, and then,
I bet you I got better numbers than him.
Let's have a lab test off.
Let's do it, because here's the thing. Like, we will get the people that will want to email us later and say, like, how dare you have that large man on the show? He's not healthy. Burr, burr, burr. I believe you. I know what you're saying. I think we should do a Seth and Izzy off.
Oh, yeah, blood
and
work
I think
off.
we should reveal the blood work at Seth's big grand opening block party.
Was that May 8th, I think?
I hope it's real sad where it's like, oh, no, it turns out that Izzy is real bad. It's bad.
In fact, they're going to load him into an ambulance and take him to his new training facility. Right now, he has 3 days.
And he's got corona from this event, which, based on his BMI, real bad.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy DJ English Tea on the 1 and 2s.
So, was there all your blood work was perfect? There was nothing off. Well,
there was this.
The bad cholesterol. The bad cholesterol was supposed to be at 100. I don't even know what this is. These stuffs are, but mine was at 100.4. Something like that. That's the only thing that was a little off.
No, that's nothing.
No.
Like, that's like,
I think mine's higher than
But my diabetes, I ain't got no diabetes. I ain't got no. He said something about future diabetes.
Well, this is why you
I
can.
ain't got diabetes.
Hold on,
honestly,
you definitely have future diabetes. I will die.
No. He checked it.
He checked the
future.
I checked the future.
Yeah,
get the minority report.
I just checked the future, and white people,
I checked the future's purple for you, sir.
People love that joke, by the way. Last week, you got voted Joke of the Week.
With what?
For, excuse me, sir, your feet have a purple belt.
So, now, did the doctor explain?
I thought you were dying.
Well, I'm using horrible drugs to keep my weight down, so that'll
I'm just
come
using
back.
horrible drugs.
Like, it's a meth. So, Izzy, did the doctor say like a scientific reason for this? Like, say sometimes your body chemistry can just
genetics. Yeah,
your genetics are good enough to hold off.
That's what exactly he said. He says, the only thing that can explain this is good genes. I do not understand. You have really good fucking
come from a line of big.
He's a real old Puerto Rican man. He cursed at me and everything.
So you are what we call in my country El Glorioso Chungus. No, excuse me. I always reverse it. It should be Chungus Glorioso, right?
You are Chungus Glorioso.
Yeah, Chungus Glorioso.
You see me at the event with those chairs?
You're the king of the
chungus. The event?
Mm.
Oh, you should have seen me covering those chairs, man.
At the events?
I was surprised they helped me up. Those chairs are really good at that event.
Oh, too small. Yeah.
They're aluminum, too. My God, that's like foil of your body.
And big tin.
That and my flank.
My God, you were like
so
like a kebab gently wrapped. You're just crushing it.
What about do you have like a big Chungus grandpa that is still like killing it? Like
shaman. The head.
They all died.
Oh,
no. That's not good genes.
They all died about my age. Anyway, bye, guys.
The thing about genetics is they're passed on. So
we'll see.
But they degrade after generation to generation.
We'll
maybe beyond the blood work.
For another episode of Chungus Glorioso. It's the greatest living Latin drama. It's like La Gata.
Yeah. So we will do a blood test off, and we'll have a doctor review your blood work and Seth's blood work, and we'll see who's healthier.
What is it? Can we get we can get a Maury Povich cameo?
Well,
right?
we've got a doctor BDM, right?
We have a lot of doctor BDMs.
So
are you crazy?
If you're a doctor, send us your information,
even if it's a non-medical.
And
we
Izzy,
just need your DR.
Send us your complete blood work in an
about
email.
Dr. Phillips?
And
Is he available?
We'll get Seth's for next week's show, and we'll go over it with a BDM doctor, and we'll see who's healthier. Please be Chungus.
We get Dr. Octo to look at it.
Yeah, we got a doctor.
We're just going to read blood work. I'm not going to do blood work, doctor.
This is where it goes sour. Because there's that weird chiropractor.
Don't you disrespect Dr.
I'm just saying.
Octo,
That's not her primary job is not to read blood work,
Are you spraying your butthole?
I said I'm walking away from the shop.
Are you on the toilet right now spraying your butthole? That's what it sounds like.
The goddamn air hose, these fools.
Goddamn air hose. That's what I call my penis too.
What, Chungus Glorioso, what's a normal lunch? Like, I'm talking not.
What'd you have today for lunch?
Like, maybe something you go a little
Jersey Mike's.
No.
Jersey Mike's, all right.
So you're on a health kick.
I usually get a double filet fish meal from McDonald's and a small cheeseburger on the side.
Wait a minute, double filet-o-fish.
He used the cheeseburgers on napkin.
Two fish fillets on the sandwich?
Oh, no, one double filet fish.
Double filet filet.
Oh, a double fish fillet meal. So two fillets in
double
one.
filet filet.
With a cheeseburger.
Bobby filet, fish filet.
And a cheeseburger for my legs.
Diet Coke.
Okay. All right,
so we're setting it up.
Send us
I'm not mad. I'm happy.
Yeah.
No shit, I'm mad because I'm fucking dieting. Of course you're happy. Double fish fillet with cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I want that.
I drank
We're
White
all
Claws.
fucking mad.
Yeah, I drank White Claws on the show today. I will not be eating dinner, and I'll go to bed horrible.
You'll live a happier life, Chungus. Also,
the day that I found out the results, I ate it's nothing to be proud of, but I was hungry. Thin crust cheese pizza with the 8-piece boneless. And I ate the whole thing.
Yeah, you did that move.
You did that what I do with alcohol when they test my liver, and then I'm like,
oh, my liver's great. Yeah.
Andrea's like, your liver's great. See, you're crazy, and I'm like, 18 beers now.
You're like, I found a new chance in life.
I'm like, my boys, come on to me. 36 beers in a 154-pound man. I'll do it tonight. Yeah. Tonight we drink.
Izzy, do you still detail boats? Because I need a detail.
Yeah, he said he's in the shop right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I do cars, but yeah, I can do boats. I do anything.
All right.
Yeah, you know what I heard? He was like, I do cars. I can do boats too. It's like, I do cool stuff. I do gay stuff too.
Like, what were you quote me for my boat? It's a little bit bigger than the old mildewed 17 and a half.
Yeah, it's easier to clean, I feel like.
You've seen the pictures. What are we talking here?
Depends. I had to see this. It's not even that bad. Well, I'll do something like the old price. I do something real cheap.
Okay. You do the old price.
You better get that in writing.
I want your whole family. I want your whole family come by in. We'll have a party.
Oh yeah.
They'll grill out, put some meat down. Put some meat down in the park.
All right, dude. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right, love you, man. Be good. I love how you threw a dude on there because it became business. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's that grift business.
He's like, oh, yeah, I'll see you soon, dude. You never do that. Don't fucking...
detailing boats are fucking expensive.
You selfish motherfucker. You threw a dude on it.
The place where I store my boat, I was like, hey, how much to detail? It's already there or whatever. It was like $750. And I was like, God damn!
That's because they butt fuck in your boat.
I was like, but they go through the whole,
They wax it.
Yeah, they go through the whole boat, butt fucking room to room.
Yeah.
Dude, like, that's why, like, EMS, mobile detailing is such a good deal. Because if you go to, like, a place and get a full fucking detail, that shit is expensive as hell, man.
Yeah.
Like they go through the side.
What's happening? You just threw a man on that one.
He's getting casual.
I know,
bro.
this guy's getting cash.
Friday.
It's cash time. He's like, oh, that shit is
He's
expensive.
got 1 foot into the weekend.
That shit is expensive, man.
What's the carjacking video?
Oh, I got that.
Let's see.
Let me pull this up for you. All right, I pulled this off of Reddit. Let's see if I can do this. There to there, there to here. All right, and then I'm going to have to zoom in and make it full screen.
Yeah. So what is this?
All right, so apparently this gentleman got carjacked or attempted carjacking. It's a man, and these two teens were trying to carjack him, and he like kind of handles business. So hopefully my audio is working. Let's see. Yep, it's working. Gun in the face. Whoa. Gun in the face.
Whoa! Yeeted him.
Real or not real? Real or not real?
I think it's real.
I think it's real.
He was screaming.
He made that kid scream like a real human being.
Yeah.
And guess what? Don't say scream like a girl.
Yeah.
Say scream like a human, because if we're all pushed to our breaking point,
we've heard Tom scream.
Thank you. Oh man, Sam, you and I are linked up. We have heard the real primal
That's
scream.
real. Yeah,
that's some real shit,
real
right?
Fear.
Yeah, I had a cat catch a rabbit one time and it screamed just like that.
I thought you guys would enjoy
Wait
that.
a minute. We're going to gloss over the fact that Butler just said he caught a rabbit one time.
No, I had a cat that caught a rabbit one time and it screamed just like that. Yeah, that's a real death.
You want to go again?
So this is caught with like some sort of Ring doorbell camera or whatever.
We're going to get all of these. I mean, you go on Reddit, this is all you get.
And then the two
body slams the fuck out of that.
Yeah,
guy.
the two
Canadian
guys.
Josh is crying. I mean, it is a funny video, and that teen deserves every cry.
Yeah.
Cry that out, son.
Yeah.
And change your life.
Also,
and he just threw him on the ground. He didn't shoot him or anything.
He didn't just throw him on the ground. He fucking slammed him on. I think it was on his
broke
head.
his shoulder or some shit.
He fucked him up.
He fucked him up.
I think he fucked him up.
Like
he taught him a lesson.
Yeah, scared straight. Right?
You learned something today.
Yeah. And so I'm surprised he had the balls, because when someone puts a gun in your face,
that was my question to you. I don't know if I do that.
I'm just giving him my shit. I'm because it's all insured. I haven't whatever.
Depends on what kind of fucking day you've had.
Still.
A chopper's more likely to throw a team.
No, he's not talking about him. I think he's talking about Tom, because I could see you doing this.
No.
I could see
I don't think
could see Crystal in your ass. We're fucking picking on you. Some kids get up in your face. You're out by your Trump drug, and next thing you know, you're fucking slamming this kid and going off on him.
Are you clowning me?
Dude, you have a breaking point. We just haven't found it yet. I'll find it.
Then he's shooting me. I'm like, I'm screaming like the girl. I was like, oh God, he shot him dead. Like, all over my truck, which they'd find 10 minutes down the road abandoned.
Let's do it again.
They're pointing a gun at him. Does he do a move?
He said, "Are you serious?"
Yeah.
You heard the guy say that?
Was it a fake gun?
I don't know.
Because I feel like a lot of times this happens.
I'll back it up.
And they do this in movies where the nervous teen or dumbass criminal.
These kids were between the ages of 11 and 14.
The guy may have realized that gun was a pellet gun or some bullshit, and then when he saw it, he's like, "This is a fake gun."
Yeah, but you gotta.
Because I don't think if it was a real gun and he saw that it was a real gun, I don't think he'd take the chance of picking the guy up and body slam him, because why fucking die? Also, the kid could accidentally pull the trigger and kill you by accident, even if he didn't mean to, because you're attacking him now. So, like, he must have realized it's a fake gun.
Maybe he knows an air rifle or something.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
Over down. He gave up.
Nobody. He instantly went to like talking. So he's like, okay.
Yeah, like I'm talking. He's like, you got me. And they slammed him on his head.
But also,
because they're fucking little kids.
But they are little kids. But
like
also,
13,
there's a
14,
guttural old man inside that little kid who's talking right now, and he's like, "All right, you get like you said, okay, everybody, calm down. You got me." I mean, that kid is pulling from evolution. I feel like,
and then he, it's just
listen to this kid.
And just like the cat video or the Bobcat video from last week, like, this is why it's not fake, because the guy slams him with all his might on his head.
Look at his friend. His friend is shook the fuck up too.
Well,
he's
that's
like,
right. He just let him go.
Oh, he slammed him on his head.
His friend's like, let him go! Let him go!
He goes, get the fuck out of here.
That's a real man.
Previously in the month, these kids also tried to rob somebody at a bank ATM, and the person told them they were an off-duty officer, so they ran away. So they're like just going around trying to rob people.
And that's how you change your life. You slam it around.
Bad at robbing. Like, you are the worst robbers in the world.
Yeah, you're pretty bad.
All the news reports are saying a gun. They're not saying like a fake gun.
Okay.
A toy gun.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it was working. That was not my fault.
If it was a legit real gun, that motherfucker has got balls to pick that guy up and
that's
and
what I was
slam
kind of
him.
saying. Yeah. So
just for the fact, like, because I would, even if I didn't think these kids were going to shoot me, I would think maybe if I attacked them, they would get scared and shoot me.
Right, exactly, because they don't know how to handle it.
Or I start shuffle, we get into some sort of scuffle and the gun goes off and blows my head off.
Right. I wouldn't take the chance.
I would just be like, Dad, take the car. What the fuck? Also, I would call the cops and then be like, they drove away. Here's my license plate. They were going down the street. Like, how are you going to get away with that?
I do love the move of the take the whole human, turn them upside down and smash them on their head. There's a very famous video of like a kid being bullied, and he does that to the bully
in the hallway.
And like I'm a fan of these like dump your whole body on your head videos. Like I'm okay with them. Yeah, it's cutting because like normally the person that gets it, like normally, I'm not going to say all. I'm not that guy, but normally the person, if you're upside down,
you're inverted,
and your whole body is on your head, you deserved it.
Yes.
Like you were doing something that needed a response, and the response was your body upside down and your body weight on your head. And it's fucked up, but it's like it's a thing.
Yeah, I remember there was like this.
You'll never forget that.
There was this guy that was like being like aggressively panhandling aggressively, like being a dickhead one time. When this was a younger time, but he's like a skinny bum, and then I remember thinking like, I'm going to pick this bum up and slam him on his head. Like that would be more. I wouldn't punch him. I'd just pick him up and throw him down.
It's the accurate response.
But because if he tries to do anything, obviously,
no.
Like you'd have to attack me or something. But it seemed like
you have to look at this guy and you'd be like, okay, if this guy goes, if he executes A, then B is your body weight on your head.
Slamming him. This motherfucker slammed this teen, and good for him.
Yeah, I support it. So I will. Apparently, I neglect the Reddit. You know, we have a Tom and Dan Reddit. I think our buddy Nick kind of heads that up.
He was,
and I think he still does. I think it's just like a hobby. If you want to get on there, get in there because I try to not fuck that up.
You want to end with eating something from your kid's school lunch?
Do you want to eat something? What do we got?
Andrea bought.
I know we got a hamburger. There's some
Butler, run in there and see what we got.
Something.
Yeah, see what we got.
I think we have to heat it all up though.
Well, we got a microwave.
I'll eat it cold. Yeah.
Yuck.
I just want to see if it's
good.
Good quality.
Yeah, they got good stuff. All right, here's the bag. What do we got? Walk us through the bag.
It's from Maisie's school, right?
Yeah, this is from May's school.
All right, in the bag.
We have
we got a burger.
All-American hamburger.
Burger in a bag.
Yeah, we got a burrito.
I would imagine these are some sort of like
those are pizza. Those
pizza
are calzones.
like that,
Calzones.
What the fuck? You guys got calzones?
We have a cheese beef.
Dude, it's good shit. Sam, you're going to want to take all this shit home. The tacos are great. Yeah, all of the shit's good.
And then this shit looks good. I'm not going to lie. Cinnamon crumble Buena Vista Foods.
It's good shit.
Oh, he's appropriating again.
It's good shit. Buena Vista Foods.
Why'd you say it in a Spanish accent? Buena Vista. God damn it.
He's not bueno. He couldn't stop.
Bueno.
I'm going to try this burger.
All right.
You got to heat that. Heat that up.
That's going to be bad if
you got to heat that up.
No, I don't think you have.
I think you got to heat that up.
I just
want to melt that cheese a little bit.
Well, I don't think it's a hamburger, right? Like, let me
Yeah. No. Heat it up. Come on.
Okay. Well,
come on. What are you, crazy?
It's all-American hamburger.
Yeah, it's all
in a bag.
I mean, you're
hot off the grill.
Yeah,
well, it's not hot.
You're the guy to actually
this on the packaging,
eat that.
This on the packaging, it says for institutional use only.
You are the Trump of our show, and that is your burger.
That looks better than any burger I had when I was a kid.
Is this a Michelle Obama approved burger?
Yeah. It's
dry. You got some condiments on there.
God. Yeah, it's a little gray.
Squirt some mustard on that.
It's a little. I just got off a cruise onto the island that they owned, and everybody here is miserable. All right. It
Heat up one of those
fresh.
taco snacks, Butler. I'll try a bite. We can split it.
What do you think?
That was good.
I'm not going to eat it cold. I'm not an animal.
No, it's fine.
Eat it cold.
You gotta go cold.
What is it? What do you guys eating? The taco snack?
No, that is a taco snack.
That's decent. I mean, it's a burger in a bag. You know, it's not.
What do we got here?
What do you got? The calzone? Give me the.
Yeah, but it is a calzone.
Oh, yeah, get in that.
Pizza.
Get in that. Take
Also,
a bite of that.
It says hot off the grill, but it doesn't have any grill marks. At least put the fake black grill marks on it.
You like that?
Yeah,
stance grill mark? All right.
It's like
they got him. Other side. You're
okay,
a liar.
a little bit.
You're a liar.
Make them paint them on there more.
They knew you want more, bigger. Okay, this is good. All good feedback.
Yeah.
The square pizza was so much better when I was younger.
Well, that's a calzone, and all of
for
the stuff,
kids.
like honestly, if you look up the most of the
kids.
nutrients in it, it's actually pretty decent stuff.
Yeah, because
they're trying their best. They really are.
Of course.
Like, I hate it. I absolutely hate it when I feel like everybody's just shitting on everything just to shit on it.
Yeah.
You gotta give some people some fucking compliments, and I gotta tell you, the only reason that we have this food is because the grants because of COVID.
We give it out for free.
They give it out for free for the kids that don't have food. They give them like these big ass shit to take home, and I took some shit home just so we could test it. So I took some food away from kids that needed it.
We got
just for
try
this
that,
bit.
cinnamon bun.
We got a
Ooh,
decent.
that smells good. What is that?
This is a chicken taco snack.
I'm good now.
We got a decent society going here, you know. It's like we can
It's gonna work.
give away burgers in a bag.
Yeah.
We're doing all right.
American.
Yeah.
Burgers in a bag.
All right, Samantha. Who?
This just looks like beans.
Yeah.
Is it now?
What's going on,
else?
semantics?
Oh, I thought we were still doing Dump 'em Out.
No, we're getting out of here. No, we're done.
Not recording this week, so check out some of the older episodes and check out.
I guess I'll just go and watch your old video feeds.
Okay, that's it.
Oh,
It's my birthday weekend, so I'm just trying to have a good time and not work.
Happy
but-
birthday!
You going to the party?
Yes, I am.
When is it?
Saturday.
What time?
At 2 p.m.
Where are we going?
Bolorama.
Yeah, we are. You know, he knows.
Yep.
2 p.m. Bolorama. And we'll see you there.
You guys know. Bye-bye. I got nothing.
Wait a minute. I can't publish that. It's mediocre.